Still get that little charge every time you click that button. It says on, and you know you're broadcasting live to the incredible Tier 1 audience out here in San Diego. Welcome in, everybody. Ben and Woods, 97.3 The Fan. Welcome to the sitcom that is Ben and Woods. And that's really what it is. It's kind of a sports radio sitcom because some weird things happen to us. Weird things happen a lot to me. Many of it by my own hand, much of it by my own hand. We'll get into all of that and then some. But I wanted to wish you a happy Thursday. I'm Woodsy. Paul Reindl's our executive producer. Good morning, Paulie.
Hey, how are you?
Doing great. Ben Higgins, friendly neighborhood sports anchor. Benjamin, how are you, pal?
Good morning, baseball.
Turn your microphone on. All right.
There we go. Good morning.
Again. Do it again.
Baseball is back,
Yes.
sort of.
Well, and 3 weeks from today, it will be back.
Correct.
It will be
That
back.
is a
3
fact.
weeks from right now, you will hear, I'll still be guttural yelling out at Baja Rick's. They'll be able to hear me in the baños because I will be guttural yelling because it will be opening day.
And you'll have to drown out the noise of the trolley going past.
Well, and the Tier 1s, all their
Helicopters,
garbage trucks.
Oh, yeah. Garbage trucks.
Beep,
We usually have tier 1s that are driving by and honking.
Honking,
beep,
yeah.
beep, while you're trying to broadcast. It gives it there's a lot of flavor down there, right? That morning. You got guys, walking by blasting cigs, like the whole thing. I mean, we usually start drinking fairly early on that show. It's fun, man. It's a fun day. And opening day does await 3 weeks from today, and I am very excited. But a lot of exciting things going on in the Ben and Woods sitcom. And Paulie, it's a question I had for you driving in this morning.
Mm-hmm.
You know how like in if you watch Curb Your Enthusiasm, right? They'll do like the name of the episode, and the name of the episode is The Hand or whatever, or
Right.
the pants tent, right? Can you name our episodes? Like if we wanted to, could you name our episodes? Like for today's episode, it would be called The Scam.
The scam.
The Scam.
I could do that.
Could you? Can you name like daily episodes?
Yeah, I'd have to know,
We'd have to know.
we'd have to, know ahead of time or after the
Or
fact.
after the fact. Name the episode. That way you can be like, oh man, did you hear the Scam
You could say,
episode of
like,
Ben and Woods?
It could say later tonight if you got on YouTube or something.
Yeah.
You could say March 5th, 2026. The scam.
The Scam.
Well, I mean, you could name them like Friends episodes where it'd be like the one where Woods gets scammed.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
That would be like half of our episodes.
That's true. That's true. That's exactly
The
right.
one where Woods gets scammed again.
The one, yes. The one where Woods can't use a computer. The one where Woods doesn't know how to use his credit card. The one where Woods doesn't know what a deductible is. Right.
For instance,
All
yesterday
of
was flat tire.
Yesterday was the flat tire. That's exactly right. So I thought it would be fun. We could just name every episode like a sitcom. And then you get, as listeners, you could go back and be like, oh, I love that flat tire episode or whatever. But I'll get into that story in a moment. But wanted to shout out our friends down at SD Brewing Company, where that's where we went for our meeting yesterday. I had our boss, Adam, in one of the bigger tizzies that he's ever been in. As I was leaving yesterday, he goes, well, good luck in your meeting to go plan your future. And I looked at him and I go, okay, thank you. He thought we were meeting with another radio station. Silly goose, we can't do that till July 1st. It's earmarked on my calendar. So
July
I know
1st at noon.
Yeah, July 1st at noon. Until I think it's July 1st. I'm pretty sure. Like I can't talk to another radio station. You silly Billy.
That would be tampering.
That would be tampering. So, I mean, if I were them and I wanted us here, I'd make sure July 1st didn't come and go without a contract. That's how I would choose to do business. Now I realize again, I'm built different. So July 1st, what day is July 1st this year? I'd like to know.
Good question. It is a Wednesday.
It's a Wednesday. July 1st on a Wednesday.
Perfect day for a lunch.
You're down at BJ's Brew House maybe with somebody and they're putting the screws to you and laying it on thick. Maybe that day comes, maybe it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't.
I'm going to need more than a Pizookie to convince
do
me.
a lot worse than that, buddy. Oh, we'll be in Chicago.
I was just going to say, wait a
day.
second.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll be in Chicago. Yeah.
But we get back the next day.
Yep. Oh, and then we
I
have
can
that.
Make sure we have everything lined up if we need to.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if we get to that point. Maybe we won't. Maybe we won't. But no, Adam, we were not going to meet with potential future employers, right? We have a friend in the beer business, and if you guys remember, our friends at Virgin did a Ben & Woods Tier 1 Pale Ale a few years ago. I got to tell you, one of the cooler things to happen in radio, when you see your logo of your show and the name of what you call your listeners on a beer can, and I still have one sitting in my office. I'll never forget it. It was so cool that it happened.
I wouldn't drink it at this point.
I'm not going to. So quit asking. I think it's empty. I think I have a beer can empty. But it was cool. It was really, really cool. And so we went to meet with them yesterday, and they, kind of the same thing. They want to incorporate Ben & Woods onto their beer. And I thought, all right, that's pretty cool. Now, this is interesting. Do you have a picture of the beer, Paulie? Oh, that's the Tier 1 Pale Ale. Do you have the picture of the other one?
Get it up.
Give him a second.
Yeah, I'll give him a second. But we went down to SD Brewing Company, and we sat down, and we were just, chewing the fat with these guys, and I'm going to bring you guys out some beer. Now, it's 10:45. I don't drink a lot of beer anymore, but I really don't drink at 10:45. And I was like, I'm good. I'll have a Coke. And you guys, and then he brought one, and I go, all right, I'll try it. Oh, yeah, that's really good. Oh, yeah. And so next thing you know, a whole beer's gone. Because that's how I roll. So this is why I got to be very careful. And our pal Tyson called us down there and said, man, we'd love to put your logo on this beer. And I said, well, wow, what an honor. That would be really, really cool. Now the beer is called, their Beat LA Lager. And here's the reason that I want to do it. Number one, it's cool to have your name on a beer. Number two, Dodger fans are going to urinate on themselves in anger. They're going to be so little brother, Ben & Woods, like that.
Madres, no rings.
Madres, no rings. Just like filling diaper after diaper after
We would never
diaper.
do a Beat SD.
Never. Little brother. Look at little brother. And I thought about it driving home, and I go, is it like, are we ready for that? And I go, yeah, I think we are ready for that. I love it. They are going to fill up their diapers, and they're going to be commenting on every picture, and they're going to be great money in our pocket. Like, they're going to be so involved with the show as they already are. So I go, yeah, all right. That's going to be incredible. It's going to be incredible. Can you put our faces on it? Put my home address on there if you would. Like, I can't wait for this. I cannot wait. So it's something that we are. Oh, look at that. Dodger fan. John Cena, Dodgers can confirm. Already filled it up. Thank you. See, I knew it. I knew it was going to happen. Thanks for being here, John. John Cena, by the way.
John Cena's in the chat.
John Cena's in the chat.
Man.
I thought he was a Padres fan. I guess he's not.
San Diego, I thought.
He's a big Padres fan. So it was cool, man. And I'll tell you what. I took a sip of that beer, and I went, oh, God.
Dangerous.
I go, you can barely taste it. It's so smooth. And, man, I took another sip of that beer, and I was like, this is my problem. I am literally Frank the Tank. I'm literally him. If you know that reference.
Yes, I do. Old school.
I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Look at you. Surprise me every day. A little sip goes down. I went, oh, God. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, I got to go. I got to get out of here. Now, I did not stay for lunch. I had the gnarliest day. Now, did you guys notice in the middle of their conversation, I did something extremely rude, and I wanted to explain myself to you guys, if you noticed, and if they're listening.
Oh, I totally noticed.
Did you?
Oh, yeah.
Tell me.
No, why don't you tell me?
Because you don't know. All right.
Why
Well,
don't you tell the story?
clearly-
You did it, not me.
I don't, maybe it's not even construed as rude anymore because everybody does it, but in the middle of our meeting.
Oh, when you took your shoes off and put your feet on the table.
No, I did not do
was-
that.
Okay.
No. Everybody does this. Not typically in a first impression meeting, right? But I picked up my phone and I looked down and I had a notification from the rental car company from which I rented a car in Texas this weekend. And it was
You didn't tell the story of your rental car, did you?
no, I did not
On the
tell
air.
the
You
story.
told us after
I told
the
you
show.
guys after the show. Had my two boys with me, flew to Texas to celebrate my nanny's birthday
Last Friday.
last Friday. Get to the rental car a rental car company's front desk. We wait in it was like 15, 20 minutes. No big deal. You're tired, a long flight, got up at 4 a.m. to go. No big deal, but we're going to get the car. We got an hour and a half drive, hour 45. So you're ready to go. I get up to the thing and I go, yep, checking in, Stephen Woods. Here's my booking number. And I don't have you. I go, I have a receipt, like a booking number. It's right here. I booked through Travelocity for a rental car. Here it is, right here. I'm at the right counter. Yeah, let me put that in. Yeah, you actually booked this for March 27th.
Oops.
I go, oh, it's February 27th. Okay.
Here's the problem.
Yep.
February with 28 days means that all the days in March are the same. So the days of the week look like they're right.
Correct.
That's one of the great things about having 30 or 31 days. I look at a calendar and I go, wait, Friday, okay, Friday the 27th, that's right. But in February and March, they're the same. So you can easily, if you just swipe 1 month off, it looks like you're on the right month and you're not.
Yes. So I was in a hurry, booked it, and the guy goes, sorry, man, you booked it for next month. I go, all right, my bad. Do you have a car? He goes, yeah, I can get you in a car. Got a Jeep Grand Cherokee and did my paperwork, swiped the card, the whole bit. You want insurance? No, I don't want insurance. I've got my own insurance, right? No big deal. Not gonna. Even I know who gets scammed all the time. I know. Don't sign up for the insurance. So I go on my trip. I want to make this very clear. I left the rental car company in DFW Airport. I got onto the freeway, drove to my parents' house where I parked that Jeep Grand Cherokee in their driveway on like 2 acres of land with not another car in sight or near it. Just so you know, it goes up in the front in the little circular drive, and it sat there until, guess what? It was time to get in the car and drive back to the airport on Sunday. No harm, no foul. Get back to the airport, getting the kids out, unloading the luggage.
Mm-hmm.
Lady's doing the walk around. She goes, oh, did you see this scratch? And I go, no, I didn't. And she goes, yeah. She goes, you didn't check the car when you picked it up? I go, no, nobody told me to. And I said, I'll tell you right now, it couldn't have been from me because there wasn't another car within 10 feet of me unless we were on the highway. And I'm pretty sure I would have noticed somebody scratching the door on the highway. This car has been isolated since it left this building. Didn't hit anything, didn't see another car. So I go, she goes, and you did not walk around. I go, no, and neither did any of your employees. So I go, I don't know what to tell you. See you later. So at lunch yesterday, get an email, a bill for $1,700.
Whoa.
$1,700. So
No.
I'm at lunch there, and the panic hits. And I go, $1,700. You guys, it's not even a scratch. It looks like it looks like a little skid mark.
Like a smudge.
Like a smudge, like a black smudge, and it's about 3 inches long.
Like
3 inches.
So the car is completely undrivable.
It's completely undrivable.
Like, what do they call it? Like the runner or something along the side of a door that maybe like the black plastic.
There's no way.
But
there's just no chance.
You didn't park anywhere. Nobody could have hit your door.
Unless my dad in the middle of the night backed his car out, drove next to my car, opened it, hit the car, then drove his car back into the garage. There's no chance it happened.
You didn't go to a grocery store?
No, I went nowhere.
No parking space?
We stopped at Buc-ee's, Paulie, but I parked next to like a tree where there was no other car that could be there. That's the only place I stopped. There was no car next to that door at all. And I go, I don't know what to tell you, right? So I get this bill, $1,700. So I'm panicked. I'm like, A, I'm not paying it. B, I'm not reporting it to my insurance because then my insurance is going to go through the roof. So I went and I Googled the name of this company, scam. And I went to Reddit. You could spend a weekend reading about this is what they do. They do this almost every time. I got scammed. And it's never ending.
Did you not go with one of the big three, the red, the yellow, or the green?
What's that?
Well, the yellow one is Hertz. The
no.
red one is Avis. And the
I don't
green
use
one is
Hertz because of OJ. Joking. I just didn't use Hertz.
So 3 different colors of rental car.
There's National Rental Car. That's the green.
There's also,
right?
That's right. Enterprise and National are both green.
And then what was the other one?
Avis is the red one.
No, I went with a different one.
Okay.
I went with the orange one.
The orange one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I looked it up on Reddit. This is what they do. This is what they do. It's like probably in their manual, like, hey, if we can get $1,700 out of this guy, get him to panic, do it. You know, did you see the scratch? No, I didn't. There's no way that scratch could have come from me. No chance. There's no way. And so I'm like, all right, well, you guys are about to get the gnarliest, strongly worded email that me and my wife can sit down and create. You're not going to get it. You're going to get it over my dead body. Just so you guys know out there. Yeah, you guys got it in the chat. You guys are nailing it. It's not 7th. It's not 5th. It's somewhere in the middle of 5th and 7th. Okay? So do yourself a favor today and go Google it in Reddit. You will die. I was by my kitchen sink yesterday when I was reading the scams. I was by my kitchen sink, Ben. The water's running, and I'm standing there just reading like scam after scam after scam after scam. And I go, you got to be kidding me. So listen.
Now, you shouldn't have to be told as an adult.
So that's what I was wrestling with over and over.
The rental car before you take it out of the garage.
They used to give you a form to walk around. No, they did. Yeah. This guy goes, you're in 390. Here's your car. Have a ball, right? Obviously, a company that loves doing this, they're not going to check the car because if maybe this guy didn't see the scratch. He certainly didn't walk his ass back 100 yards to tell me there was a scratch. I was livid. So in the middle of our lunch, I'm reading this email, this bill for $1,700, and I'm like, oh God, I'm panicked. But once I read it, man, yeah, like JZAZ.com said, that is their job to walk you through the pre-inspection before you drive away. Of course, I've been beating myself up going, yeah, you should have done a walker. I rent cars so rarely that I didn't like, and plus
that doesn't always happen. If you're like an elite member, sometimes you can just pick any car in the row and just go.
And just go. You don't have I'm not an elite member.
You don't have an employee with you checking it as you leave.
Everyone's on Reddit right now looking at the scams. Guys, it's crazy. It's crazy. So you can take me to small. You will never see one red cent from me. If you negotiate this thing down to $1, I'm not paying it. I didn't do it. You guys know me. If I scratch that door, I'm stroking that $1,700 check, man. Seriously, I'm stroking the $1,700 check. If I did it, or if Taylor did it, or Bo did it, I will take responsibility. But I said, lady, I didn't do it. And there's no way it could have happened on my watch. There's no chance. So it is, it made me sweat. I had the flat tire yesterday and then getting that bill.
Dude, I'm reading some of these other.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Received a $1,400 charge today, 3 months after my rental car.
It's crazy.
They sent me a $400 tire damage bill randomly.
Nuts. Only me. Not only me, actually. Me and a bunch of other people. But yeah, it's not happening, dude. You're not getting $1,700 from me.
Call the Better Business Bureau and lodge a complaint.
It's crazy. I'm going nuts. I'm going to go nuts on this thing. But that you have that thing like,
Ben, will you do a story on the local news?
Yes, do it.
This?
Local man scammed by rental car company again. So that was my day yesterday. And then of course we had Little League. With last night. It was Taylor's first rookie's, big boy machine pitch game. Boy, did he look like a fish in water. He was fantastic. First AB, put it on my Twitter, almost killed my assistant coach with a line drive up the middle over the machine. Just murdered it. Hit another hard single up the middle and then hit a double in his last at bat. Leading off, daddy ball, 100%. Crushed it. Just crushed it. I was so proud of him. And just loved it. It was so much fun. 13 kids on my team, 13 kids on their team. You can imagine how long the first inning took. A lot of it, their first time off a machine ever. You can imagine how long that first inning. It was about an hour for 13 kids to hit. And
how many innings did you end up playing?
3. And the last inning, we go, okay, everybody gets 2 pitches now off the machine. We just wanted to keep it rolling, get them more ABs. And it was awesome, man. Everybody got hits. Didn't make a lot of plays, Didn't make a lot of plays yesterday. Looked a little bit lost defensively. So we'll get back in the lab on the defense. But the offense for these little dudes that have never hit off a machine before, I was so impressed and so proud of them. It was amazing.
Taylor takes a good hack.
He takes a swing. He's been playing with his brother since, he was a little kid. They play baseball every night together, and he just, bam, there it is. That's the double down the line. And look at him go for 2. I was so proud of him, dude. It was amazing. It was amazing. It was so fun. Long, though. It was a long day.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Long day.
Yeah, you were telling me how you had to carry the pitching machine like 300 yards. Things are not small.
They had a wagon, but they moved us back to field 4, and they're like, hey, no problem. The pitching machine's on field 3. We have a wagon for you. So I'm lugging this machine back, and then I had to take it apart and put it back. It was a long day, but it was one of those extremely worthwhile evenings for us. Again, Rockwellian, I think.
One last note about our
God,
lunch.
that uniform is clean.
How clean is that unit?
God,
Look at that,
good.
dude.
Looks good.
The yellow with the big A's and the Kelly green. So good.
So you had to go because of your tire, and you didn't stay. Paulie and I stayed and had delicious lunch at San Diego Brewing Company. I had a Cobb salad wrap, and it was delicious. It had some crispy bacon in it, and we started talking about your dislike of bacon smell.
Oh, you guys started talking
the
about
people we were dining with brought it up. They're like, that's insane to me.
Insane,
I don't understand.
Like totally insane behavior. No one can believe that you really don't like the smell of bacon cooking.
I had people texting me about it yesterday.
People thought I was doing a bit, like just for get my wife on the phone. She will tell you he turned.
But you will eat it and enjoy it.
It's so overpowering to me. The smell in my house, and it lingers. It lingers for hours. I even have I've told her, please cook it when I'm out of the house. So when I leave at 4 o'clock in the morning, if you want to make the kids bacon, make it then. When I come back at 11 or 12 and I still smell it, it still makes me sick. I don't like that smell. It's so overpowering to me, but I do love the taste. And I'll eat a BLT right now so fast to make your head spin. I just don't cook it around.
My brain can't compute.
Gator's with me. He says it smells awful. It stays all day. I'm with you.
My brain cannot compute eating something.
I know.
If something doesn't smell good to me, I'm not eating it.
Correct.
Because it's not going to taste good.
What about
to me
broccoli
either.
though? You eat broccoli. Broccoli smells like
broccoli doesn't smell that.
I
bad
don't
to
hate
me.
the smell of broccoli. I mean, it's got a bit of a funk, but
smells like
not
broccoli.
A bad thing necessarily.
It smells like almost rancid. I think when I cook broccoli, if you steam it in the microwave, the quick way, it really stinks.
You just are very sensitive to smells.
Yeah,
perhaps.
I am. I think, but it's not a bit on my life, on my kids' lives.
Blue cheese doesn't smell great, but I don't think blue cheese tastes very good either.
Oh, I love blue cheese.
Like
But if you took out a container of blue cheese, it wouldn't funk the whole house up for 3 hours.
It would. You think bacon would be worse?
Yeah, it is worse. I know for a fact. It
Than
is.
just wafting
I live it every
blue
day.
cheese all over your house.
Yes, I live it every day.
Interesting.
Crazy.
It is. Bacon and blue cheese, elite combo, by the way. In a
salad, Cobb salad. That's what I had. I had a Cobb salad, bacon, blue cheese, a little hard-boiled egg, a little avocado. Delicious.
Never microwave your broccoli. That's why it smells bad.
I got 2 kids. I'm trying to get dinner made. The last thing I'm going to do is let me saute some broccoli for you idiots. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way I'm just going to poke the holes in the bag, throw it in, steam it up. You know what's funny? Hannah brought it up too. She goes, I know where you get this from. It's from your mom. Do you guys realize? I didn't tell you this yesterday. You guys realize my mother has an outside microwave to make bacon in. True story. There's an outside microwave
to make bacon.
Do you know the outdoor grill and things like that?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, they have a microwave. And my mom
in their island outdoor on the patio.
My mom will not cook bacon in the house. That's exactly where I get it from. She is just like me. I am just like her. She doesn't like it at all. She likes bacon. She'll eat it. She makes it for everybody, but she cooks it outside.
This is hereditary.
It's hereditary.
Do you have to have bacon only after it's cooled and like room temperature and the smell's gone away, or like when can you eat?
Yeah, when
do you ever
can
eat
you
like hot bacon? Because then it's going to smell like bacon.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, oh, okay, you're making it, I'll eat it, but I hate the smell.
But when you like go into a diner, that bothers you. The smell of, because it always smells a little bit like bacon in a diner.
I think in a diner you have
More spells.
More. You have some maple syrup. You got coffee is pretty overpowering in a diner. You have stench of humans. Also in a lot of diners. So that's something. It's just one big smell.
You just really are sensitive to smells, apparently.
I do not like it, man. I do not like it.
Interesting.
Yeah, my mom, she will not. She cooks it in the microwave outside and has forever. So I think that's where I get it from.
The bacon-specific microwave outside.
Yeah.
And it's a microwave, not like a bacon griddle or a bacon
microwave
George
bacon.
Foreman type thing.
Yeah.
Huh.
Uh-huh. People don't believe that people are like bacon in the microwave. The microwave is psychotic behavior. Not for me. That's how I grew up.
Does it get crispy?
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever done that.
It can be whatever you want.
I mean, I know there's microwave bacon that exists, but
the pre-cooked bacon.
Yeah, we don't take our bacon as seriously as some of the people in the chat
Apparently
here. It's just
not.
like we just get the bacon, eat it with your eggs, throw it in a breakfast burrito, and move on. But so
we're not the weird ones here.
I get it. Yeah. I fully wear it. Fully understand it.
You're the one who cooks it in a microwave outside.
I don't
because you don't like
it.
the smell of bacon.
I do not cook it. There's literally no way for him to prove it, but I'm going to need Woods to prove he doesn't like bacon smell before I believe it. I don't know what to tell you other than on the lives of my children. It's one of the only things my wife and I fight about these days is the smell of bacon.
Like
That's
if our engineer JR right now was in the kitchen
I would be
frying
sick.
up bacon and brought in a plate of freshly prepared bacon into our studio,
I would eat it.
You would be mad.
But I would be sick.
Eat it.
Yeah, I would hold my nose and eat it. If I could smell it coming in through here, Paulie, I would be so angry with the smell. Angry.
I can already smell it, and it's not even happening. It smells so good.
It's not good.
Don't get it.
Yeah, but I get it. I'm an enigma.
With that,
wrapped in a mystery.
We should get going here on a Throwback Thursday. We'll set the menu when we come back, and we will jump right in to talk about Joe Musgrove's return to the mound yesterday. Spring training action against Great Britain from the WBC. The WBC is underway. We watched a little bit of that last night and this morning. If you're following along, games already taking place in Tokyo. Get to all of that coming up with Ben and Woods broadcasting live from the Bill House Studios. We know how on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan. Let's get our first check of traffic this morning with Kelly Danick.
He just, here, I'll show you a little. Just a little.
Please don't.
Just a little bit. What hurts on you?
Nothing at all.
A little bit.
Not that now.
So let's say
whatever you're about to touch is the only thing.
Let's say
It's gonna hurt.
Right?
All right, yeah.
Okay.
Pretend your knee hurts.
Pretend your knee.
It's going to in a second.
Right here.
Oh, that is not pleasant.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? This spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
He just, here, I'll show you a little. Just a little.
Please don't.
Just a little bit. What hurts on you?
Nothing at all.
A little bit.
Not that now.
So let's say
whatever you're about to touch is the only thing.
Let's say
It's gonna hurt.
Right?
All right, yeah.
Okay.
Pretend your knee hurts.
Pretend your knee.
It's going to in a second.
Right here.
That is not. Congratulations to Australia and to Team, who won the other game? That was Korea. They are the first 2 winners of the World Baseball Classic this
I
morning.
thought there was just one game last night.
2 games.
They
There was one
play
this morning,
overnight.
too.
Oh, the overnight. That's the one you're
Or
talking
early
about.
this morning.
There was an early this morning game, which was a night game. The first game was a day game in Japan.
Right.
And the second game was a night game in Japan. For us, it's a night game here and then an early morning game to watch this morning when Korea won. Hit a bunch of home runs in their victory. So the World Baseball Classic officially underway. Australia 3, Chinese Taipei 0, Korea 11, the Czechia 4.
Okay.
So we are underway. Team USA.
For Team Australia, it's so cool. Travis Bazzano, who plays for the Guardians, I believe, had a good night as well. But yeah, Alex Wells was the guy that started for Australia, and I'm unfamiliar with him. I don't know what he does, but went 3 scoreless, struck out 6. He was really good.
3 no-hit innings.
Yeah,
he was dominant. Now, are you facing the best lineup in the world for Chinese Taipei? Of course not. But someone's going to advance on to the quarterfinals from that pool in Tokyo and then get to face one of the big boys, likely Japan, Dominican Republic, or Team USA as they get now to the later stages of the tournament. So it is underway. It is, quote unquote, real baseball, competitive baseball. The results do matter in these games. But let's talk about Joe Musgrove. Well, we'll let you know what's coming up on the show first. We will be chatting with a friend we haven't talked to in a while in our next hour from Peoria, Arizona, when AJ Cassavell from Padres.com, MLB beat writer, is going to be with us. Just get a different perspective on what's going on in spring training. Obviously, we get Sam Levitt and his stories every single day. He's doing a fantastic job, but we all thought, man, it's been a long time since we've talked to AJ.
Love AJ.
Covers the team intently, and we just felt like let's see what he's been up to, stories that he's been working on, and his observations in the San Diego Padres. So that'll happen at 7:35, and then in our 9 o'clock hour, Sam Levitt will join us with an update on what Craig Stammen has to say as the Padres continue on with their Cactus League schedule later today against the Seattle Mariners. You don't have to go far to take on the Mariners at the Peoria Sports Complex. All guests on Bennett Woods here on the SDCCU Fan Hotline. It's not big bank banking. It is better. Have our usual features. It is a Throwback Thursday, so we'll play real or fake, and Paulie will bring out a Throwback Thursday clip coming up in our second hour as well. But let's start with is that the Throwback Thursday clip?
It's a teaser
For the Throwback Thursday clip.
Is there anything better than an audio tease in radio? I mean, our consultant, if we had one, would be elated with that audio tease.
Joe yesterday facing Team Great Britain kind of had an up and down first performance in that he had to get up and down a lot because he went out for the first inning, didn't make it through the first inning.
Yeah.
They took him out. He gave up, I think, a walk and 3 singles and a run, and then went back out for the second inning and then came back out again for the third inning. He was pretty okay. Do we have the sound of Joe Musgrove, if you want to find that, talking about his performance afterwards? But yeah, he got 3 strikeouts, wasn't completely obviously sharp and locked in, but at the same time, the velocity was what you'd want it to be. I think he was hovering around 94, 95, which was where he was,
it was up a little bit.
Even up from the end,
Yep.
But that's good Joe Musgrove territory. But clearly, a little rust in terms of the competition and being out there on the mound. So here's what Joe had to say after his performance against Great Britain.
Pitch count, 3 innings. Getting to feel the pitch clock a little bit. Felt fast for me today a little bit. Overall, good step forward. I was able to get the 3 innings in outside of that long first. I like the shapes of my stuff. Just, command-wise, a little bit off from where I need to be. But overall, pretty good.
That seems fairly typical for a long layoff and for a long layoff from this. Did you expect a lot of today's issues or?
I don't know that I expected some of the command issues, but, the pitch clock for sure, the tempo, the pace, those kind of things for sure expected that to be a little bit different or a little bit distracting, I guess. I've been working at a very casual pace for the last, couple months. So overall felt pretty good though. My stuff felt good. I think I used some pitches in spots that I typically won't, but just for the sake of a spring training game, trying to see how it plays. I think a little unhappy with the curveball execution. A lot of balls, just put myself in some bad counts in that first inning, but I felt pretty good. Yeah.
How did it feel just to be competing on the mound in a game setting again?
Yeah, it felt good. I mean, it didn't feel like anything crazy. To me, this is like another step. I think getting in a big league game and facing big league hitters in a big stadium, night game, things like that will be another adjustment. But for me, this was just, I'm still kind of checking boxes and building up. So I'm not putting too much, value into how I do in these outings and whatnot. It's just kind of reminding myself of what the big league flow is like and kind of getting familiar with things again.
Has the progression really felt like a normal spring to you, knowing that you kind of built up in a normal way in the offseason? I know you're into games maybe a little bit later, but
yeah, I mean, it's felt a little bit fast, I guess, in a sense where like for the last year, it's pretty much just been at my pace and as we need to go. And now we're on 5-day, 6-day. I have the ability obviously to stretch that out more, but trying to stay as close to a regular schedule as I can, test myself a little bit, see where I'm at, also show them I'm feeling good and ready. But yeah, just a little bit faster pace as far as like throw a game, get on the mound for a pin, get back in the game, throw a pin, back in the game. So learning a little bit as I go here, figuring out my body.
That is Joe Musgrove after his, technically 2-inning performance, but as he said, he was out there for 3 innings and 60 pitches, stretching out in his first spring training start. Yeah, the curveball, he wasn't landing. I think he only landed 2 of 12 curveballs for strikes. That's one of, Joe's more effective pitches is getting ahead with the curveball strike that a lot of guys just don't swing at. So if he's not landing that, as he mentioned, gotten some bad counts.
Bad counts, yeah.
Let the opposing hitters be a little more aggressive and put the ball in play. A couple of them found holes, so he ended up giving up some hits. But again, I think nothing really but positive to take from Joe Musgrove's effort yesterday.
Yeah, and again, today is really the most important day. Wakes up, how does he feel after throwing 60 pitches? I guess I never even took it into consideration that as you're rehabbing and you're throwing on the backfields and your pitching coach is there and your assistant pitching coach is there and they're watching you and you're looking at TrackMan or Hawkeye or whatever and you're going, okay, all right, let me reset here and throw another heater, right? There's no pitch clock on you out there. You're working at your own pace. And then you get in the game and it's like, oh my God. You're already fired up to get back. And you're like, I gotta remember what it feels like to throw these pitches every 15 seconds or whatever. And I gotta remember how to land my curveball in 15 seconds. Like all that stuff.
He talked about the pitch clock and I started wondering, I'm like, wait, when did the pitch clock go into effect? Was it last year or 2 years ago?
No, it's been 2 years.
He's done it.
He's done it. It's just been forever. And then you're rehabbing, right? Like you're not going to be like, all right, let's go. Let's crank this out. Like you're at your own pace.
You're going very patiently with the coaches, probably discussing each pitch and, how did that one feel? How did that one feel? So, yeah, getting out there was definitely a bit of an adjustment for Joe.
Yeah.
But, he should have time to make, 4 or 5 more appearances in spring before hopefully being ready to face the Tigers sometime in that opening series at Petco Park, as we said, 3 weeks away from opening day. So, yeah, and
the other highlight, obviously, is Randy Vasquez, who has 1,000% said, oh, I'll take your challenge and I'm going to run with your challenge. Ruben and Craig and everybody else came into the game in the 4th inning, had 1 hit over 4 innings, struck out 3, 5 ground outs, 2 pop fly outs, fastball velo hovering around 96 miles an hour. A Randy Vasquez breakout would be fantastic for this San Diego Padres team. And dare I say, almost necessary for the San Diego Padres team. He was a very reliable guy last year, taking the next step to become even more reliable, and taking those challenges that the coaching has given him and making the most of his opportunity as the 4. It's the dream. That's the absolute dream. So kudos to him, man. He keeps going in, getting the job done.
He's essentially over the course of spring training now thrown a complete game shutout. 8 2/3, 2 hits, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts.
Yeah.
8 strikeouts in his spring totals so far. It was a little bit hard to believe when they didn't just name him one of the 4 starters, but we realized why they were doing it.
Challenging him.
Yeah, they wanted to light a fire under his butt a little bit just to make sure he kept that work ethic going. At this point, it's comical. He is clearly.
You can't.
He's clearly one of the 4 starters.
You can't do this bit. If you're him, you're like, really? Okay. Good luck. Good luck.
Yeah, I know it's close. It's me or Tristan McKenzie for the number 4 spot right now.
Do your worst.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it'd be a more reasonable conversation to go, is Randy Vasquez your opening day starter?
Correct.
Rather than is he one of your 5 starters?
Correct.
Because if you truly were going on spring training performance and results, he'd be your opening day starter right now. Now, he won't. I still think it's going to be Nick Pivetta.
Yep.
You base it on a body of work, what happened last year for that honor of the first game. But he's clearly been the story of spring training for me. For the San Diego Padres in terms of performance and what we've seen. He's having like the best spring of anybody. A couple offensive performances we can get to and look ahead to another big story coming up today in Peoria. We'll do that after a check of traffic here on 97.3 The Fan.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center. Injured? Demand justice. Demand Jurowitz. 855GetRoss.com. Here's Kelly Danick.
This game day traffic report is brought to you by Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water. Well, no accidents to report, but things in the roadway that could potentially cause accidents. Yeah, northbound 5 at Pacific Highway, we have reports of some tire debris across lanes. Also on northbound 163 before Kearneyville Road, what looks like a fan or other small appliance in that right lane. Miramar Road on-ramp to northbound 15, some wood debris reported in lanes. Also stalled van partially blocking the transition northbound 67 at West 52. Oh, and a stalled car on the Friars Road exit off of northbound 15. What makes Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water different? They always bottle their Alpine Spring Water less than 1.5 miles from the spring source. And all of their bottles are made with 50% recycled plastic from their own recycling plants. Crystal Geyser, bottled at the spring source. I'm Kelly Danick with Ben and Woods, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
There were no regulars in the Padres lineup yesterday against Team Great Britain. In fact, Great Britain didn't even have enough pitchers, so the first pitcher they faced was actually a Padres minor leaguer that was wearing a Padres uniform in the game.
Funny.
They didn't have enough pitchers, so
it's like an adult league game.
Like, you borrow one of ours.
Can you play right for us? Yeah, I'll get out there for you.
A couple of guys who stand out. Romeo Sanabria continues to swing the bat pretty well in spring training. He may have a chance at some point in the year to get up to the major league level. I don't know, depending on injuries and what else happens. I don't think he's going to break camp, obviously, with the team, but, he's a more advanced level prospect minor leaguer. Samad Taylor, I didn't realize until yesterday, has actually been in the big leagues.
I didn't realize that either.
Before.
16 big league plate appearances.
Yeah, not a lot, but he has made it to the show and can play all 3 outfield spots and is having a pretty good spring as well. Again, I don't think there's a spot for him on the opening day roster, but that's a little depth in the outfield and someone who at least has had a taste of the big leagues before and is having a pretty good spring training. So someone that could be nice to stash down at AAA if you ever need to call someone up. And then we saw Ethan Salas make his first start. Did not get any hits, 0 for 2. Put the ball in play, but did not get a hit. Did get to catch Joe Musgrove, and good to see him back there after missing all of last season, getting some more work in spring training with the Padres.
I mean, again, you talk about what does it look like to the let's call we have untrained eyes as it pertains to the finer points of catching in the big leagues. I would never get on these airwaves and tell you, now that's but you look at him and you go, you look like a big league catcher back there, straight up. And not that a lot of guys don't look that way, but there's something about the way that he carries himself back there. And from everything I've heard from our pals at Mad Friars and guys that have covered him extensively, he has taken on, Ben, more of a servant-like attitude as a catcher, right? You kind of have to have that, I'm here to serve you, Mr. Pitcher. You guys are the pitchers. I'm here to serve you, make you comfortable. He's really taken that kind of challenge from the Padres and said, okay, yeah, I get it. And I actually saw something hanging when we were at fantasy camp, and it was like, I took a picture of it. I wasn't going to post it because it's probably proprietary or whatever, but it wasn't anything groundbreaking, but they talked about servant-like attitude from our catching staff. And I liked that. And you can see that he has that in him. And that's what I've heard about him too.
And I
need you to have more of a servant-like attitude to me while we're here. Okay.
I don't think he ever came even though he was a highly touted international prospect, I've never gotten the sense that Ethan Salas came with an arrogance or a big head or a sense of entitlement.
No, but it's
always seemed like a grounded, level-headed kid, even when he showed up at age 16 with the Padres.
16 years old, man. We were out there watching that kid. 17 years old, I think we were out at spring training watching him do those wall drills. And I was blown away then, and I remain very impressed with him.
Today, Padres and the Mariners at 12:10. I think it's technically a road game, but the easiest road game because it's, walk straight across to the stadium. And I think this is kind of an important one because Walker Buehler's making his first spring training start.
Big one.
He's the guy that I pegged as my favorite to land the 5th starter's job. But he's going to have to show it on the field that he can get major league hitters out and put together a reasonable performance.
All right. I agree. I couldn't agree more. I could not agree.
We'll take your word for it.
Paulie, does that give him the upper hand or?
So I'm interested to see Walker Buehler today.
Me too.
What he has to offer.
Me and you both. I bet you are.
Shall we just get to the Throwback Thursday clip when we come back?
Maybe so.
I think that's probably for the best.
I think we probably should.
Article sound system.
God, this was 6 years ago. Come on.
Coming up next.
4 years ago.
Ben Woods on 97.3 The Fan. Before we get to our Throwback Thursday clip, it was 24 hours ago. I was kind of ranting about my disappointment in San Diego State basketball. Just been a bad season overall. We all know it. And at this point, there's nothing that can save it other than winning the Mountain West tournament. However, I will have to point out this morning, just in complete and total transparency, that if the Aztecs win tomorrow and New Mexico beats Utah State on Saturday, the Aztecs will raise a banner as Mountain West Conference champions. That's because New Mexico lost last night to Colorado State, meaning that they could all finish in a three-way tie for the Mountain West Conference championship.
They whack that thing up 3 ways.
Whack it up 3 ways, raise a banner to the rafters at Viejas Arena. It will definitely go down as one of the most disappointing, lackluster banners that maybe Brian Dutcher will ever raise, but I guess it technically would be a conference championship if they win tomorrow against UNLV on senior night, and then they need New Mexico to beat Utah State on Saturday in their finale. That would create a 3-way tie. Now, the Aztecs would end up being the number 3 seed in the Mountain West tournament in that scenario. Yep. If they win tomorrow and Utah State wins, the Aztecs actually would end up finishing in second alone and would be the number 2 seed in the Mountain West tournament, but would not be conference champions. So, or if they lose to UNLV and Grand Canyon wins, they could be the number 4 seed in the Mountain West tournament.
This is why I'm happy to be partnered with you, because if you said, hey, Woodsy, tomorrow on the show, explain all the scenarios, I'd go, I quit. It gives me the most tired head of all. Like, to think about, I like when he does it, but to think about me doing, like, if he was out today, you're like, Woodsy, give me the scenarios. Yeah. If I'd be like, I've been turn my mic off and run.
What are rooting interests for all of San Diego over the next couple of days?
I would run down the hall and hide. I really would.
None of those scenarios get SDSU into the NCAA tournament as an at-large bid. Even if they win the Mountain West, I don't think, almost positive, there's no at-large invite coming. Is
there a way that they win the Mountain West outright?
No. A 3-way share is the only way.
Best they can do?
Best they could do.
So now you're literally looking at just like seeding for the tournament.
Yeah.
And,
right.
You know, do you want to face this opponent, or would you maybe rather hope to face this opponent?
Is there a scenarios website that you go to for this? Because I've never been great at it.
I have some various resources that I do use,
and you've never shared them with me.
College basketball is a little unique in that they have like individual reporters and journalists out there that kind of just focus on like conferences overall rather than like the sport as a whole.
Yeah,
because that's really hard.
It's
like,
hard.
There are guys like Jeff Grammer, who like they're mostly focused on the Mountain West, and they'll put out occasionally like, here's tie-breaking scenarios.
Jeff is actually one of my bigger sources. He covers
What's his name? I'm going to write him down.
Jeff Grammer, Garmmer. He covers New Mexico basketball for the most part, but he writes a lot about the Mountain West and the different permutations with the conference, tweets about it a ton. So I follow him and get a lot of my information there.
Yeah, you look at baseball, you're like, 30 teams. And I try to watch as much as I can. Football, try to watch as much as I can. I don't really have a team. When it comes to college basketball, when there are guys tweeting about all the different teams from different conferences every night, the Seth Davises of the world.
Well, how many NBA or NCAA double Division
like
One NCAA
350 something,
and there are guys that are
teams,
like experts. They're like, oh no, this guy, and they got this guy and this little freshman point. You're like, excuse me,
we're used to like 30 teams.
Where's the bandwidth for that?
It's why they are considering expanding the NCAA tournament from 68. I mean, 68 seems like that's a ton of teams. You can't possibly need more than that. But as there have been an increase in Division I teams, you get over 360. All of a sudden, you're going, all right, well, I mean, how good do you have to be to make the NCAA tournament at the end of the year? I don't think they need to expand it. If SDSU doesn't make the tournament, it's not a crime.
No, they didn't deserve to.
You know, they are still on the bubble. They're one of, I think, the second 4 teams out. It would not be a crime if they didn't make the NCAA tournament, which tells me you probably have the right number of teams in there.
I agree. I agree with you.
There was certainly plenty of spots where the Aztecs could have played better and guaranteed themselves a spot in the field.
No question.
And I'm not going to feel it all ripped off if San Diego State doesn't make it. They've made their bed. Now they have to lie in it.
Yeah.
But they could still win the Mountain West tournament and get in that way. All right, let's go to our Throwback Thursday clip. This comes from 4 years ago, Paulie. Any setup required?
I believe this was in the Reindl Report. The story was there was I don't remember who the main artist was, like Ed Sheeran or something, right? Had a song out, and then there was his band Article Sound System who was either accusing the more popular artist of ripping their sound. It was something along those lines, and we were going to say, all right, here's the main song that you've heard for years. Here's Article Sound System. Let's do a comparison. And that was just the setup. We never actually got to the sound.
It was against Dua Lipa.
Dua Lipa. There we go.
Yep.
There we go. Huge pop star. And they were like, did Dua Lipa steal the beat to whatever the hit song was at the time from Article Sound System? And this is Live Your Life from Article Sound System, released 5 years ago.
Otherwise known as ass.
Yeah. Article Sound System.
Sound System. Got him. The drool.
Oh, yeah.
The headphones fell off. Yeah, the headphones fell off.
He almost fell out onto the floor.
Yeah. Is that in here?
Yeah, it was in here.
Got him. I love when I tickle him.
We got him.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Done, dude. This may be number one.
My stomach hurts.
This may be number one.
Take a bow.
He's done. He is absolutely done. I do not know what got you.
I do. I know exactly what it was.
I want to listen.
You listen to
I want to
ass.
listen. Go ahead.
It's the fact that it's so plainly obvious.
Yes.
Right there.
Right there.
In capital letter.
Yep.
Capital A,
A,
capital S, capital S.
Yeah.
Article Sound System.
That's right.
And I had seen the story. Polly was going to talk about it. And I just never saw it until you said it. And then it just all became so.
And this is Live Your Life from
clear.
Article Sound System, released 5 years ago.
Otherwise known as ass.
Article Sound System.
Then it makes sense in his head.
It's like he has the initial,
clicked.
the warm-up laugh.
Yeah.
And then it like clicks even.
Otherwise known as ass.
Article Sound System.
There
Now
it
he's
is. Got him.
And, and it all hit me as once. Like, did they do that on purpose?
Yes.
Why would they do that on purpose? That's so
of
funny.
Because of
That is hilarious. I mean, because the name made very little sense on its own. Like, what's an article sound system?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's with a K. Article.
K-L-E.
With a KL. I don't know. Don't know what it meant. It was just another of those weird band names. And then you made it all make sense. In one comment.
Yeah, it's like your Purple says, like when your laugh goes into second gear.
Yep.
Yeah. So good. So good. It's
And then as I started, it's third gear. As you start falling out of the chair and drooling.
then the coughing is like
drool.
fourth gear.
You're redlined at that point. You sound like a smoker, dude.
We got him.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. That is unbelievable. That laugh is very delightful. And I do love when I can get you to do that. I've done it a few times. Such a good throwback clip.
It is a good one.
Oh,
A couple more baseball notes in the WBC. Still had a couple of tune-up games yesterday. The real thing starting in Tokyo. We talked about it earlier. The Dominican Republic played to a 4-4 tie against the Detroit Tigers in their second game. Fernando went 1 for 2 with a run scored. Came home on a Juan Soto triple. Manny Machado 0 for 3.
Soto, another bomb yesterday, too.
Yeah.
He is really feeling himself.
Juan Soto, and I remember this from when it was with the Padres. He made that swing, hit the ball to the opposite field, and you watch it and you go, there's a pop-up.
Pop fly.
Like, it doesn't even look like he's on balance. And you go, well, that was a bad swing by Juan Soto. And then the ball just sails out of the ballpark, and you wonder, How did that happen? How did he
Backspin,
do
baby.
that?
Backspin. There's nothing like it in the world. Backspinning a baseball in opposite field, and it just, there it goes. And yeah, it does. So many times it looked like he would get one off the hands.
Yes.
The hands. And you're like, man. And then it's like, out of the ballpark. The guy is elite. He's an elite hitter. And there are people listening right now that are rolling their eyes that say he doesn't know what he's doing up there. He is one of the most elite hitters that you'll ever see in the game of baseball. Period. He's unbelievable at what he does. That guy can hit.
Jackson Merrill can do that as well.
Uh-huh.
He can backspin the opposite field. The ball just flies and flies. It is like the most underrated part of power. And they've, in recent years, they've learned more about it as they've gotten the better technology to study just, cameras and seeing how the ball comes off the bat. But it's very hard to do, to actually put the backspin on the ball as you are making it go into the air.
Anybody that's ever played baseball, that's literally what you think about your whole life is, how do I backspin? I got to backspin this ball. I got to hit down on it to create backspin.
Exactly.
It's just the
like
craziest thing.
Well, it's like a golf swing.
Yep.
Like
coming down
it's
on it.
It's counterintuitive
It is.
because they always tell you in golf, you want to hit the ball high up in the air, you got to hit down on it, and that will create the flight. And it's the same in baseball. Those uppercut guys, the Babe Ruth uppercut power swing, that usually puts top spin on the ball, which makes it then dive, and it doesn't go as far. So that is definitely one of the keys for power hitters. So 4-4 tie there. Team USA rolled again, a little slower start, but ended up putting up 14 runs and a 14-4 win over the Colorado Rockies. 2 games, 29 runs, 23 hits, 7 home runs for Team USA in their 2 tune-up games, and now they are off to Houston for their opening games and opening series tomorrow against who are they playing in their first game?
5 p.m. tomorrow.
Brazil. And then the Netherlands, Xander Bogaerts went 1 for 4 with 2 runs scored and an RBI in an 11-8 win over the Tampa Bay Rays in their tune-up game down in Florida. And the Dodgers beat Mexico 7-5.
Yep, saw that. Bo was looking at you. God, the Dodgers won again. I'm like, yeah, I know. Get used to it, pal. It's gonna be a long year potentially.
So that's a little from the World Baseball Classic. We are going to play. Oh no, we're going to go to Don't Do This is coming up next. What do we have on Don't? Oh, let's see. We've got a major fight.
This was
in college basketball.
This was incredible.
It was pretty gnarly, actually. We'll get to that and more coming up next. Let's take a quick time out, get a check of traffic, and then more Bennett Woods on the way on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3, The Fan. First, though, tell you about Trajan Wealth. If you follow sports, momentum can change fast. The same thing happens in the market. One headline, one downturn, and suddenly people wondering if they're still on track for retirement. That uncertainty is exhausting. Trajan Wealth helps bring stability to that uncertainty. TRAJANwealth.com. Their fiduciary advisors focus on tactical investments and personalized strategies designed around your risk tolerance, not emotion, not hype. As an independent firm, Trajan Wealth isn't tied to one product or one approach. Everything is customized to you, and they are local with offices in San Diego, Carlsbad, and Del Mar. So when I was meeting with my Trajan Wealth advisor, just a quick side note, and I had my old 401k, and they were explaining to me, you don't know exactly what you're paying on like fees and stuff, and I ended up saving more on fees by switching over to Trajan than just leaving my investments where they were. I had no idea. They can talk to you about all these things. They have your interest in mind, and they understand what's at stake. So if you want a steadier approach to your financial future, just start right here. Call 619-367-0207. That's 619-367-0207. Or take a few minutes online at TRAJANwealth.com. That's TRAJANwealth.com. Trajan Wealth. Plan smarter, dream bigger. Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC. SEC registered investment advisor. Client paid advertisement. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
Got our friend AJ Cassavell joining us from Peoria, Arizona, coming up at the bottom of the hour. So let's get right to Don't Do This. It is brought to you by Dixie Line Lumber and Home Centers, helping San Diego homeowners and contractors fix it, build it, and
enjoy it.
All right, I will start with a serial speeder. Cleveland Browns defensive end Myles Garrett at it again was issued another citation for speeding, clock going 94 in a 70 on the interstate in Northeast Ohio last month, according to court records. This is now Myles Garrett's 9th speeding ticket since entering the NFL in 2017. Of course, in 2022, he actually got injured and was cited for failure to control his motor vehicle in a single-car crash after he went off the side of a road. That time he was going 65 in a 45. He's also gone as much as 100 in a 60 on these various tickets. I got to imagine that his insurance premiums are pretty high. Now, he can afford it because he was, maybe the best pass rusher in NFL history, just set the sacks record last year and continues to be one of the best defensive players the NFL has ever seen. It's a lot.
9 in 9 years is a lot.
9 in 9 years.
One a year.
It's not a lot. What would you consider to be a lot of speeding tickets?
I'd say 9's a lot.
One a year?
Yeah, I mean, I guess, for me, that's a lot.
All right.
How many have you got?
I don't know off the top
you
of my head.
You don't know off the top of your head?
No.
I'll tell you how many I've had. One.
Your whole life?
Me too.
19 years of driving.
One.
And I don't know a lot of people that I know.
You've been with me for like 3 of mine.
Yes. Maybe I have friends that have a ton and they just haven't ever told me or talked about it. I don't know.
Yeah, I was 18 and I was trying to get to a tea time.
My reservation at Chart House was
I think it was
pushing it.
46 and a 30.
Here's our chat.
Wow.
0, 0, 0.
What in the world? Remember, I got speeding tickets. I didn't even get pulled over. I got 2.
The automated Arizona speeding.
2
ticket.
of them
Yeah.
on one trip. Same spot. Came in the mail.
Yeah.
Whoops. I don't know if I've had 9 in 9 years, but I'm like, that sounds about
But
right.
like one a
a
year,
year.
one a year doesn't
You
sound
pay
crazy
like
to you.
$5,000 a month for car insurance?
One a year sounds insane to me.
So
I'd be like, figure it out.
oh man, the guy said he got 6 in his life. He's beat them all but one. Rod.
Nice.
It's the other thing is I don't ever try to fight them. I usually just all right, what I got to do? That's tough. 9. Okay, so I remember I had like a good 3-year stretch where I didn't get one, and then I think we went to spring training or fantasy camp and got pulled over in Yuma. Got 1. Then we went to Arizona again. I got 2 that trip without being pulled over ever. Just mailed them to me. I might be getting a red light ticket from our last trip. I might be. Paul,
Really?
you remember that when I?
Yeah, we weren't sure.
Did you see
I
the
wasn't
flash?
sure. I didn't see the flash,
All right.
so I don't know. But okay, all right. Well, yeah, Miles, clean it up, bud. Clean it up ASAP. This was pretty insane. You guys told me about this morning. I went and watched the video and noticed something pretty interesting about it. But there was a brawl last night in women's basketball in the Sun Belt tournament. South Alabama and Coastal Carolina, they're duking it out. South Alabama's they are up by 9 points. And Cordacia Harris and Tracy Houston began fighting under the basket, Ben. There was a bump by Harris. Houston turns around. She kind of pushes back at first and then just decides to take a vicious swing. 2 referees, multiple teammates, staff members, they had to jump out and try to separate him, but a referee was knocked to the ground. And she was hit in the head or neck area and laid on the ground on her back until order was restored. Multiple staff members ran out and attended to her.
I couldn't quite
they kicked
tell
out
if she
8
got
people.
the elbow on the like when you're trying to throw a punch and your elbow
Yeah.
reaches back and you didn't see someone behind you and
Yeah.
she got like maybe elbowed in the face or the head. But she was out. She was down for a while.
Here's the audio.
Oh, you want audio?
Yeah.
All right, let me pull that up.
Paulie's going to pull the audio right now. We can wait. Paulie just put out a poll, too, about how many speeding tickets you've gotten in your lifetime. I voted 6+ because I've gotten more than 6.
Is Rocky Long one of the choices? No.
Rocky Long was not a choice.
Why is there no audio coming out?
I don't know. It's good audio, though.
Does not want to play.
All right.
Well, that was great. So now you just take my word for it. There was a big brawl.
The whole setup was for the audio.
Yeah, that's all right.
And it is not play.
Not play. Okay. It happens.
All right, let's just move on to do this. Can you play that for us, Paulie?
That one I can play.
Thank
DD
you.
Mega Doo-Doo.
Congratulations to San Diego State softball player Faith Jordan threw a no-hitter last night against Long Beach State in a 13-0 5-inning win. Now, it's a run rule, so they stopped the game after 5 innings, which means a bit of a short no-hitter.
Take it.
But they count it. 5th one recorded in San Diego State women's softball history. And the Aztecs continue to be off to a pretty decent start. They had all those walk-off wins early, lost a few games, but this was a nice win and a no-hitter. You see some of those top softball players can be almost unhittable at times. So you definitely get more no-hitters in softball than you do in baseball, but still a pretty rare accomplishment. They've been playing for many years and just have 5 of them ever. It's worth a tip of the cap and a do this.
One of the players on our team, his sister is a softball pitcher. And so I had her pitch baseballs to our kids underhand, baseballs. She was barefooted and was just embarrassing these dudes. I mean, embarrassing these kids up there. It was a blast. I have so much respect for those pitchers, man.
The rise ball is the one that really gets everybody.
The changeup is
Change-ups are
nasty.
are
They're
very
just
nasty.
disgusting, dude.
But
I'm
when
so
you're coming down,
fascinated
and
with
it is actually going up.
Yep.
It seems impossible to hit that.
It's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Because you're thinking, okay, gravity. I know how gravity works. Your mind kind of pictures the ball is going to come down a bit, but it doesn't. It's actually going up. It's not the illusion of going up like Major League Baseball pitchers. They say when they say, oh, he's got a good rising fastball.
Yeah.
That's an illusion.
It's an illusion.
The ball does go down because of gravity, but when you start as low as you do in softball, those balls actually do go upwards, and it's crazy.
Congratulations.
Don't and do this for a Thursday.
That was Don't Do This with Ben and Woods on 97.3 The Fan.
I'm bummed that we didn't get the audio. So the announcer is really calm about the whole thing.
Yeah.
When they're describing the brawl between the two teams. Like, these two players are getting at it. They're tossing some punches at each other. The referees are now involved. The benches are clearing, and we've got a real fight on our hands.
Yeah,
on
it
the
was
court.
very mellow.
He was just so mellow about the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, you think about when you see a brawl. Oh, and here he goes. Oh my God, they're going in, and he was like, "Man,
there's nothing shocked. He was not shocked at all."
Here we go.
Oh, you got it.
I finally
There you go.
I don't know what the hell happened there.
Not allowing any for free passes.
We've got
wow.
swinging down in the paint now, and tempers have flared between Houston and Cordesia Harris. They're having to separate the players and bring them back to the bench, and now that will probably end up being technical fouls and problems. We see an official down on the floor in the paint.
It does not match the video.
No,
It does not match the video.
That
That's
sounds like a couple of unruly fans at a golf event.
Yes, yes. I imagine the malice at the palace. Like, and now a beer is flown out of the stands. Oh, it has hit Ron Artest. Ron Artest is now going into the stands to beat the ever-loving crap out of the guy that threw the beer. Actually, he just hit the wrong guy. Wow.
We've got mass chaos down on the court right now.
Yes.
This game is probably going to have to be stopped at this point.
They're having to separate the players and bring them back to the bench, and now that will probably end up being
like there's a ref laying on the ground motionless, and he's like, they're going to have to probably separate these players.
These girls are swinging at each other. The ref is down. The players are coming off the benches, and
8 people thrown out of the game, by the way. And he's like, and probably going to have to bring a stretcher out. Could be a lower lumbar injury. Could be a slipped disc. Nobody really knows yet for sure what's happened. But
call the cops.
Call the cops, because there is a melee, and I mean a violent melee here. Prepare yourselves for the most violent female
technical fouls
college
and problems.
basketball
We
melee.
see an official
Problems.
down on the floor in the paint.
We see an official.
We see an official
There's an
down
official.
on the
Like
floor
it's
in
something
the
that you
paint.
see every night. Like, oh, she grabs the rebound and moves it up.
Technical fouls and problems. We see an official down on the floor in the paint.
First free throw is good.
Yeah. And he makes it. Yeah, just phenomenal. Buddy, yeah, don't be afraid to crank it up a little bit. Crank your hog when it's time to
Just a touch.
get it up a little bit. That's a huge thing. It's not something you see in college basketball, much less women's college basketball, really ever.
Ball goes out of bounds off Coastal Carolina.
Right.
I mean,
It's crazy.
this was more than a normal basketball play. Let's hear some excitement.
Yeah. It was fantastic.
man.
Fantastic audio.
All right, when we come back, AJ Cassavell. We have not talked with AJ in a while. He is on the scene in Peoria, Arizona, and we'll talk some Padres baseball with the MLB.com beat writer for our team here in San Diego coming up next on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
But first, my friends, EcoWater SoCal, I just want to tell them, if they're listening, how much I appreciate having the EcoWater system in my home and how much I appreciate having the EcoWater SoCal system at my office. I'm pretty much covered with EcoWater SoCal everywhere I go. And first thing I do, tell you all the time, just chug it. As soon as I wake up, I keep this big jug next to my bed, and I take it to the house every single morning. It is a deep soak for the system. It sharpens your focus, makes sure everything runs very smooth. No more plastic bottles, guys. You got to break that habit. Our body's hosting enough microplastics right now. We're constantly taking in more through the single-use plastic. You deserve better. EcoWater SoCal brings the soft life right to your kitchen sink, your shower faucet. All the faucets in my home pour delicious EcoWater SoCal. Mineral-rich alkaline water. Balances your pH, fuels your body with filtered luxury. No plastic, no poison, just satisfaction every single time. We always talking about my family in here. This is for their future as well. They drink the best water. We drink the best water everywhere we go. 760-350-3338, 760-350-3338, or go to ecowatersocal.com. Please let them know that you heard it here on 97.3 The Fan on Ben and Woods from Woodsy. Not everything in life should be hard, especially your water. They've been keeping it soft since 1925. Eco Water SoCal. He just here. I'll show you a little. Just a little.
Please don't.
Just a little bit. What hurts on you?
Nothing at all.
A little bit.
Not that now.
So let's say
whatever you're about to touch is the only thing.
Let's say
It's gonna hurt.
Right?
All right, yeah.
Okay.
Pretend your knee hurts.
Pretend your knee.
It's going to in a second.
Right here.
Oh, that is not pleasant.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
When you go to the Peoria Sports Complex, there's a media room. Did you guys go into the media room at all?
I went in to get a water.
You did, yeah. They got some snacks in there.
Yep.
And some workstations. But there's only one placard I saw. It's right by the door. It says MLB AJ.
Wow.
Just says AJ right there.
The only one with the placard.
Yeah, AJ Cassavell was not in Peoria while we were there.
Probably by design
2
on
weeks
his part.
ago.
Yeah.
But I sat right next to his placard when I was doing my work for TV that day, a couple hours. So he's got his spot, and it's been a long time, and we are welcoming him back to the show right now on our SDCCU fan hotline. AJ Cassavell from MLB.com covering the San Diego Padres. Hello, AJ.
Hi, guys. I'm pretty sure I was basically home the exact time over the exact days that you were out here. So I think it just might have been, I'm not going to say that was by design, but I'm not going to say it wasn't.
Ships passing in the night.
Yes, exactly.
He's like, the Ben and Wood Circus is coming to the complex.
Exactly. Had to get out of there.
Yeah.
I think those placards, by the way, I think there used to be more of them, and I'm the only one that's kept mine around.
That's amazing.
So,
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I love, man, obviously love your reporting on the Padres, but I love how fired up you get for the WBC because I am in your shoes. I am with
meaningful
you.
Baseball.
Benny is coming around, I think a little bit, maybe not. Paulie doesn't really care much. I care a lot, and I
love
excited.
watching it when I'm watching it. It's not a priority. It's an exhibition to me.
It's so good.
I don't want anybody to get hurt. I'm very
that's
mad if somebody gets hurt.
That's the one. And then you guys will come in pointing at me.
Yes.
How'd your little tournament go if somebody gets hurt? Right? But it's amazing, and I know you love it too.
Yeah, and I think it's really cool to see how far it's come. Like I remember there was a whole lot more of the sentiment of well, we just need guys not to get hurt in 2006 or 2009. I think now people realize that like these players care deeply about it, and it's good, fun, competitive baseball. And I think as a fan of a team, like you're allowed to be concerned about your players and want them to come back healthy, but there's also every chance for injury here in Peoria. I know it's a little different, it's obviously a different stage, but the WBC is like fun, meaningful baseball games that people are going to remember for a long, long time. And when you're out here in Peoria watching the Cactus League day after day, not to hate on the Cactus League,
right?
But it's just not like it's really cool to see Travis Bazzana hit that home run and go crazy, and guys who really care about winning for their country, and I also think there's just something really cool about baseball that is played in a small sample, so it means a lot, like that game specifically. Like we don't get that even over the course of the regular season. High stakes baseball is the best kind of baseball, and that's what we have in March.
And you talked to Fernando Tatis Jr. about getting his first experience. We saw just in those exhibition games in the DR, pretty electric. So, that's kind of what started getting me to come around. But what did you kind of get from him talking to him before he left about getting this chance finally to participate in the WBC?
Yeah, he probably would have participated in 2021 had that gone ahead, if not for COVID, and obviously in 2023, if not for the PED suspension. But the thing I think I gleaned the most from talking to him was that he's really appreciative of it happening now. Like he thinks he's kind of come to a place where he can understand what the moment means and enjoy the moment and not take it for granted. And I don't know. I'm not big on Instagram. Like I really tried to log out for basically the entire off season, but I have thoroughly enjoyed watching Fernando Tatis Jr.'s Instagram stories because of how happy he is to be there, playing baseball with all his best friends in his home country. Obviously, the games will get a little more probably intense, and the atmosphere won't be any more intense. I don't know how it could be more intense than that, but the games, when they start to mean something, coming up this weekend, will maybe the pressure's on a little bit. I think the Dominican Republic probably has more pressure than any of the other teams in the tournament, given the superstars they have and the struggles they've had at the last World Baseball Classic. But it's been really fun to see just how deeply he appreciates this tournament. And I also enjoyed talking to him about, like, here's the nature of this tournament now. It's been going on long enough that he grew up watching these games, and he remembers watching every single game in that 2013 DR run to their only title. And now he's playing in it, and I think that's kind of cool.
I think it's really cool. Talking to our pal AJ Cassavell here on Ben and Woods this morning. And AJ, I think you can speak to this as good as anybody can. We were out there, every year you go to spring training, you sit down, you kind of look around, you try to pick up on the vibes, what it's like. Got a new manager, again, for the San Diego Padres. Not to disparage anyone, not to just make a comparison for me, if you would. What has been the noticeable difference in maybe last year's camp and this year's camp with different skippers?
Yeah, the vibes are maybe different. Pretty laid back, I think. We'll see like what the benefits are of what Craig Stammen's managerial style is, but I don't think he's rah-rah trying to like lead guys on the backfield through all sorts of different like drills. Like he kind of has a coaching staff in place that does that, and he is I don't know. He's been a player before. He trusts his players to get that stuff done. This is a pretty veteran-laden team, so I'm not sure if Craig Stammen were taking over a team at a different spot in his competitive cycle, if he would run camp any differently. I'm sure he would. But there seems to be a lot of trust in the players to just go about things the way they should go about them. And I think when you have this particular group of players, you can do that.
That's dead on. Yeah, that's dead on.
Yeah,
that's exactly kind of what we noticed as well. He doesn't seem, and again, that can backfire, right? Like if they get off to a slow start and it's like, well, you should have been grinding these. You know what I mean? That's just what the nature of this business is. But that's kind of the direction he's gone, and he's sticking with it. And he does. You can tell he puts a ton on his coaches and a ton of trust in them.
Yeah, and he's not as demanding of his players because he kind of expects the players to be demanding of themselves. And I don't know. I think that's probably the right way to go about it with this particular roster.
Agreed.
Talking to AJ Cassavell from MLB.com from Peoria, covering the Padres. You wrote earlier this week about Craig Stammen kind of experimenting with different guys in the leadoff spot, moving Fernando Tatis Jr. out of that spot. Of course, he's batting leadoff for the Dominican Republic. The only trouble here is, you write about, the 2, 3, 4 spots. We've seen a lot of Jackson Merrill, Manny Machado, Fernando Tatis Jr., but you can't pick a leadoff spot without impacting those 2, 3, 4. Like you don't necessarily want to go lefty, lefty, righty, righty. If you had Jake Cronenworth there. So it all is still intertwined. Are you seeing any kind of movement toward a decision on who's going to be the leadoff hitter for the Padres?
Yeah, I think that's kind of the right way to frame that question, because like here we are in early March and I've written a lot about it and I love talking about the lineup, but until we actually have a real regular season lineup, like how much can we pick apart and dissect these decisions? Because we haven't had any decisions yet. So all of that said, let's discuss the lineup and the top of the lineup and who hits where. I kind of think that they don't want Tatis in the top spot, and here's my understanding of why that is. It's if you're looking on paper, I think Fernando Tatis Jr. is clearly the best option for the leadoff spot. He can hit a home run on the first pitch of the game. He can steal a base. He can get on base. That being said, the game isn't played on paper, and I think maybe there's something about trying to kind of get the most out of Tatis and put him in a situation that's comfortable for him. And I don't know if this is Tatis asking to be moved out of the leadoff spot. I think it might be more Craig Stammen trying to put Tatis in a spot where he thinks he's comfortable, and maybe that ends up being leadoff. Maybe Tatis goes to the DR and loves hitting leadoff and comes back and says, I want to hit leadoff. There's also something to be said about putting Tatis fourth, because if you bat him fourth, he's either going to come up with a guy on base in the first inning or he's going to be in the leadoff spot in the second inning.
Yep.
And so ultimately, how much does any of this matter? I don't know. But like you said, all of the decisions are intertwined, because if it's not Tatis, then maybe there's a platoon that needs to happen with Bogarts and Cronenworth. And if you do that, then you want Cronenworth stacked at the top with Jackson Merrill. You put Tatis 2 against lefties, because he does have a tendency to hit or against righties. He does have a tendency to hit righties a little better. I don't know the answer to any of this. Like, we need to kind of see how it unfolds during the season. But the one thing that I think I have gleaned is that as of right now, there's probably a preference for Tatis not to hit at the top.
And I do get the sense too, AJ, that Craig Stammen, he said it like early on in this, that he's like, I'll move stuff around. I think that's what kind of drove Padres fans crazy last year. Is like, clearly people were not getting the job done, and like, hey, but the back of the baseball card says that they will. And that doesn't mean if Manny goes 0 for 12, he hits in the 7, you know what I mean? But to be able to be malleable and flexible, I think is important in the modern game, and it seems like he will be.
Yeah, and to some extent, I wonder how much of that is you can put on Mike Schilt last season in terms of how little he was willing to move the lineup around. I think if you're Craig Stammen, excuse me, I think if you're Craig Stammen and you've played with a lot of these players in this clubhouse, and a lot of these players in this clubhouse trust you as a teammate and as a guy, and they've known you for years.
Yep.
And you've played in the big leagues, I think he can move guys around in the lineup and have maybe less blowback from the guys in that clubhouse. They'll kind of understand where he's coming from more than it would have been last year.
Good point.
It's not to say Mike Schilt wouldn't have or shouldn't have done that. Like, there were clearly times last year where Luis Arraez should not have been hitting number 2 against left-handed pitching.
Right.
But Mike was very clear in his desire to keep a set lineup.
Yep.
I think we will see, probably early in the season, if I had to guess, we'll see some maneuverability. I think we'll see like maybe different lineups against right and left, which we didn't always see at the top under Mike Schilt. And once you kind of establish that, then you get into a place where when you make a lineup switch in June, when you move a guy in because he's struggling a little bit, well, you've been moving guys all season long, so it's not this massive story because you stuck to your guns and you've had the same lineup. And so that's where I think this is heading, just based on my conversations with Craig Stammen. I love talking about the lineup. It's like it's really interesting. Fans care about it. It's kind of the one thing that like is tangible. You can grasp. You can put 9 guys on a piece of paper, and we can all think about where they should go. In the end, like, I don't know how big a difference it makes whether Tatis is hitting first or fourth. If he's in the lineup, that's a good thing. But I just think having flexibility with it is important. I think we'll see that.
AJ Cassavell, really appreciate it. Peoria may be too small for the 4 of us all at the same time. Hopefully San Diego's fine, because we don't want to have to leave when you come back at the end of spring training. So we're just going to have to coexist here in America's finest city.
I am very much looking forward to that.
Okay, good. Buddy. AJ Cassavell, always appreciate his contributions on our SDCCU fan hotline. It's not big bang banking, it's better. And speaking of that leadoff argument, some actually interesting numbers Kevin Acey wrote about. I want to throw those in after a quick check of traffic on 97.3 The Fan.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center. Injured? Demand justice. Demand Jurowitz. 855GetRoss.com. Here's Kelly Danick.
Traffic is sponsored by Albertsons, Vons, and Pavilions. Crash in the North County, eastbound 78, just past Twin Oaks Valley Road. Several vehicles involved in this one. They are blocking the fast lane. Shop Vons and Albertsons for savings on family favorites. Right now, Jenny O, 93% lean ground turkey, 16 ounces is $4.99 with membership where applicable. Visit Vons or Albertsons.com for more deals and ways to save. I'm Kelly Danick with Ben & Wood, San Diego's #1 sports station. 97.3 The Fan.
Ben & Woods broadcasting live from the Bill House Studios. We know how. And everyone knows the argument for Tatis hitting first.
Sure.
He gets the most at-bats.
Yeah.
Best hitter gets the most at-bats.
Indeed.
But as Kevin Acey wrote this morning, last year, with Tatis primarily in the leadoff spot all season long, he had 399 at-bats with the bases empty, most on the team, because the Padres' 7, 8, 9 hitters for most of the year were terrible. So many times he'd come up and there was nobody to drive
400 at-bats. Right?
His 105 at-bats with runners in scoring position, 7th on the team. So you're getting your best hitter up, and there's never anybody to drive in when he was in the #1 spot.
That is a tough scene. And obviously offense is rough. Obviously offense has got to be the focus. Yes, you need good pitching. Yes, you need a good bullpen. Check. That said, the offense was ranked so low in so many categories. I understand, like, we need to drive guys in, man. We need runs. We need doubles. We need home runs.
Now, that last year was with
crazy.
A lot of bad hitters. You know, Martin Maldonado at the bottom of the lineup. Guys who weren't getting on base at all. Could that be different this year with perhaps, like, you could have Jake Cronenworth hitting 7th and, Freddie Fermin is going to probably get on a lot more. Would you end up having more guys on base for Tatis than you would have last year if he's in the leadoff spot? It's not the same team.
It's not the same team. It's an experiment, to be sure. If he ran out Tatis opening day in the leadoff spot, I'm not going to soil myself about it. I'm like, great. My best hitter is going to get more ABs off Tarek Skubal. I'm into it. Right. So and then 3 weeks later, if he moves Tatis to the 4, I'm not going to soil my pants about it if it works.
If Tatis is batting leadoff, then I think Jake should be batting 8th or 9th.
Yeah.
Because he's got a good on base percentage. He can get on, and that would give Tatis more opportunities to drive someone in. You can't have a wasteland in front of Fernando Tatis Jr.
Crony is leading off today, going lefty-lefty at the top. We got a Padres lineup just dropped. Cronenworth is playing second. Merrill's in center. Laureano's in left. Sheets is at first. Castellanos is in right today, getting a little look out in the outfield for Nick. Miguel Andujar is the designated hitter. Sungmoon Song will be at short.
First time at short for Sungmoon Song.
Ty France will be manning third base, and Freddie Fermin will be behind the dish, and Walker Buehler is on the bump for the San Diego Padres. Who do they play today?
Mariners.
The Mariners.
Now, obviously with no
He's
Tatis.
the
guy that I pegged as my favorite to
Whoa.
land the 5th starter's job.
That's Walker Buehler. Yeah.
With no Tatis, Machado, Bogarts, you're not going to get a lot of different lineups until those guys are back. But this is the second or third time we've seen Jake leading off. So clearly Craig Stanton wants to see something there. He's thinking
about something.
All right, we've got 2 hours down, 2 hours still to go. Coming up in our 8 o'clock hour, we'll play a little real or fake. Maybe do an early Reindl Report because Sammy's going to join us at 9 o'clock. Lots to get to. Stick around. More Ben and Woods coming up on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
All right, we're halfway home on a Thursday. It's Ben and Woods, 97.3 The Fan. Thank you so much for being with us, Tier 1s. Love you guys so much. I'm Woodsy. Paul Reindl's our executive producer. Ben Higgins, your friendly neighborhood sports anchor. What is on the docket today for everybody's favorite sports anchor?
I have a long Thursday.
As usual. You always have a long
No, this one's a little longer than usual. I'm not even going home. Usually I'll go home for a while.
Well,
but
hang on. I'm looking at you now.
I have brought clothes with me to change today.
I was going to say, because I don't think I'll see you on the news in that getup.
I had to get up earlier to shave and do everything, get ready for
Did you shower?
I showered late last night after I Pelotoned. And then this morning I had to go through all the product and everything. So I get ready because I'm an anchor later. But before that, right after the show, at 10:40, I'm actually going to do a telehealth appointment, a consultation for my colonoscopy.
Oh, okay.
So I've got that to get all the
they'll go over
everything and set a date for the procedure. We haven't done that yet, but it's my first discussion with my GI doctor.
Yeah.
So that's coming up. And then, since I'm already here and not going home, we have our employee appreciation luncheon with Odyssey, which is very cool. Thank you to Michael and everybody for setting up a nice employee, JR, to get all the food in here from Baja Rick's. Going to enjoy a Mexican feast for lunch from Baja Rick's. And then after that, I need to go to the mall and buy some more. I'm out of makeup, so I need to go and restock and replenish my television makeup. So I'll stop by the Mac store at Fashion Valley. It's always awkward to walk in.
Not something I was expecting at all. Not even a little.
You always have the women who are very made up in those stores. With all the different things. And I walk in looking very much not like a Mac customer.
It's like smell overload too. There's so many different scents of whether it's hair product, anything.
Sizzling bacon.
Sizzling bacon. Yeah. I've always been
microwaved bacon.
I've always been intrigued and attracted to the perfume.
The perfume counter ladies.
Always liked. I mean,
well, they always are showing you their wrists.
Yeah,
would you like to smell this?
Can't even see the line, can you?
Yeah, can't see the line, can you, Russ? That's probably why. That's probably where it got implanted into my brain was Christmas Vacation. I'm Mary. 'Tis the season to be married. Oh, that's my name. No S. She's like one of the hottest women I've ever seen in my whole life.
The old Yule log.
Yeah. She's like 75 now, by the way.
That's a good point.
It's my guess. But
and then I am filling in for Kimberly on the anchor desk. She is actually working. She's going up to the San Diego Zoo Safari Park and doing some work up there. They are debuting their brand new elephant
that's at the
encounter display at the Safari Park. So she's going to be up there, and I'm doing all the in-studio normal story stuff for us today for the rest of the newscast.
All right, question. Would you have rather gotten the elephant assignment or the I'll be in the nice, cool studio?
Speaking of smells I don't like, elephant is not one of my favorite smells. So perhaps I will just be happy sitting in my climate-controlled studio and doing that part of the work today.
It's my oldest son's favorite animal.
The elephant.
Loves the elephant so much. When we saw your story the other night on ABC, as Hannah said, we've made the switch completely to ABC Ben Higgins News in our home. It only took 8 years to get there.
That's the Ben Higgins effect.
It is the Ben Higgins
effect.
If
it took that long for you guys and I work with you, I wonder how long it's going to take me to convert everybody else, but that's okay.
You're going to be working till you're 75,
exactly.
I think, to get everybody. But you did the story the other night, and oh my God, he lost his mind. So I thought to myself, all right, that's going to have to be a trip to go see these elephants. Do you know more about it? How long will they be there? Is this
it's a permanent. It's
a permanent exhibit.
It's the what did they say? The most expensive capital thing they've ever done at the zoo or the safari park.
Yeah.
This is
a big deal.
There's like a 2-story restaurant by the watering hole, and you can walk along with the elephants like you're part of their habitat and everything.
He's lose his mind, dude.
So it's supposed to be pretty spectacular.
Okay.
And Kimberly will have all the details on the grand opening tonight.
I may let
ABC 10 News.
I may let it calm down for a while, right? You don't want to be there opening day, right? Like you want to let it calm down.
Might want to, you get the zoo and the safari park. the people who are really diehards that want to get there
for sure.
away before everybody else. But you can wait a few months, I'm sure.
Yeah, he's super fired up. So I'll make sure we get out to that as a family. We'll do our reporting back as it happens. So you got lunch here right after the show. Well, that's like 11:45.
Yeah. So after my medical appointment, I'm going to do
Here.
virtually just on the telehealth
in here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should I do it in here while Braden's doing the show?
It'd be good
Just
content.
Sit over maybe on the other chair, or maybe I'll find a quiet spot.
If they were smart, they would put you on.
I don't have to show him anything on the video screen, right?
I didn't tell you this. You actually, I should have told you. I wanted you to find out for yourself, but you do need to drop your pants, turn around, spread. He needs to look there. At least my
you got a tripod, right, for your camera. You just set up your phone.
Yeah. At least my guy did. Is that uncommon? My guy asked me to. It was a little uncomfortable, but it's all, you want to be healthy. So no, the other thing we talked about too is you go, wait, do you think I could set up my appointment so that I could still do the radio show? And I said, yeah, but you have to do that before you get your treatment. And here's the problem. You work 2 jobs. Okay. So let's say you scheduled your colonoscopy for a Friday afternoon at noon.
Right.
Perfect time, right? You got the weekend to recover. You would need to take Friday off work.
Which I've already talked to my boss. She's good. She said, just whatever you need, take off, make sure you get your procedure done.
Problem is, you also are going to have to take Thursday night off of television as well, because that Thursday night will be a scene that you've never thought would happen ever. And there's no way that a human being could drink that and then be like, okay, today in the news, Adolf Hitler, right? Like there's just no,
excuse me, I'll be right back.
There is literally no chance. None.
Now, there might be an amusement factor if somehow I had to do the
Adolf
prep while
Hitler.
we were doing this show to see how many times I
to do the prep,
had to run to the bathroom during the program.
You couldn't get home. You
Right.
could not make it home
on Thursday night.
Yeah.
You couldn't make it home. If you drank this stuff on our show on Thursday.
How long do you have after you drink it?
So if I recall, I woke up in the morning and I went to the doctor, and we had an early appointment. It took me pretty early. And I remember sitting in the office still being a little unsure, but like I was okay. Nothing was going to happen. I didn't have to run out or anything. So you'll be fine. You take it right after we get off the air Thursday, down the hatch.
Okay.
You'll be absolutely fine to come in and do the show, and we'll get graphic
the prep
details of the prep.
I'll be hungry at that point because I won't have eaten anything.
Yeah, you'll have drank a lot of chicken broth and Jell-O. I ate because I don't like the taste. Didn't like the broth at all. It was disgusting. I got the wrong one without salt. It tasted like fat. It was like, oh, cool, liquid fat. Just
People say bone broth is so good for you. It's not
so gross.
Taste that much.
I probably ate 60 little Jell-O packets. Like I was just like just doing Jell-O shots again.
I like Jell-O.
I like Jell-O too. It was actually one of the benefits.
I don't like the lime that much.
I'll eat it.
You'll eat it?
I'll eat all of it.
Like orange,
any color, red, any color.
Green's not my favorite.
So then
but I can't have pudding cups. That's
no,
different.
it's not. You can't eat 60 puddings.
It's not any Jell-O. It really has to be actual
Don't worry,
Jell-O.
there'll be plenty of pudding around you, dude. It's none you want to eat. But you can do it in the afternoon. Then you can come in and do the morning show, and then go that afternoon to get your appointment. Maybe I'll take you to your appointment.
Would you like to?
Yeah, and I can wear my Meta glasses after and get your reaction because you're going to be loopy. You're going to want a Jersey Mike's and a lemonade. Like you
can take me to lunch afterwards.
It was honestly
late lunch.
It was honestly one of the best days of my life. The day I got my colonoscopy, I remember it with such fondness. My wife took such good care of me and got me my sandwich, and my lemonade was so good. And I got in bed and I cuddled, and she kept the kids away from me. It really was a delightful day for a colonoscopy. It was really good. A. Medina says, I'm not looking forward to getting older. It's not great. It's not great. At least it says free lunch. Ben is in. Yeah, done. I got you. I'll pick you up I'll take you after the show if you want me to.
Free lunch.
Yeah.
Pay for one colonoscopy. Get one free lunch
and 2 free sandwiches out of it. But yeah, man, you're gonna be just fine. So they'll tell you some of the results that they saw today, right? from your Cologuard?
I don't know for sure.
Okay.
I don't know if there are results or it's just positive.
Positive. We need to have a, we need to have a conversation.
I think it's just positive. We need to do a colonoscopy.
Yeah, and you asked the question in the.
And there are false positives, I think,
Of course,
quite a bit. So
of course.
I'm not panicking.
But I also would, at this point, just do it. You know, you're 50 now. Just do it.
Fine.
Even if they say, you just
nope. Now
this
makes it an easy decision. So just get it done now.
You did ask the question, what do they do when I'm under? And here's the I don't know. I know there's a camera involved.
But you're not really totally under.
No, you're under, dude. I was out.
They say you don't remember it, but you actually are awake when they do it.
I have no idea. I had no idea.
But you won't remember it afterwards.
But there's no pain.
You're not actually out.
There's no pain. They didn't like sear anything.
Sear.
Yeah, like burn this
off. Uncomfortable sounding word.
Yeah. They did none of that. I woke up. I felt great.
I wanted them to do anything that you do to a chicken breast.
Correct. And I did have the embarrassing moment after, when I woke up and I was in such a giddy mood.
I was reading that one thing that you do have to do is flatulence.
Excuse me?
Well, they fill you with air, and then they want to make sure you expel it afterwards.
But I don't think you remember.
They want you to make sure you do that before you leave.
Yeah.
Like you have to wait until you get it all out.
So I will warn you now about the post feelings because it was like I was 21 years old again. It was like, rock hard, man. Please no. Please no. Not here, not now, in this gown. Please no. Not here. And I'm like, just laying there. I'm like, please, God, stop. Are
you sure that's not just a you thing? It could just be a you thing.
I don't think it was. So I'm going to warn you about it now. And now that you're thinking about it, I hope that it happens to you as well.
Subliminally. Like
it's
going to happen.
He's just laying there.
So you enjoyed your colonoscopy a little too much.
Like I said, one of the best days of my life. Literally.
He's like, looking forward to my next one.
They're like, you might have to do this every 5 years. I'm like, sounds good to me. How about every 3?
Put it on my calendar now.
I can't wait. I think it was, you've never tasted a sandwich that good after, it just tasted so good. It was great. So I look forward to yours. We'll have some fun with it. And it's important.
Hopefully, at least today, I'll have it on the schedule somewhere. I'll know. I don't know how far in advance they're booking. For colonoscopies. No idea. So
okay. I hope you get on the calendar soon.
Yeah.
And
I don't want to have it hanging over my head for a couple of months. I just want to get it done with.
You're going to have. Yeah, the planning that goes into it is going to be a little bit more challenging for you because you have the second job at night, and that's out. It's just out. There's just no way you can do it.
Our girl Tej says in the chat, Ben, you should ask for the pills instead of drinking the stuff for your
If there is such a thing, I would love that. I'm not a big fan of drinking gallons of sludge.
It's not. It tastes like dirty Sprite is what it tastes like. It tastes like somebody has a Sprite.
I don't like clean Sprite that much.
You
so
don't?
That's not that appealing.
Love Sprite. They it tastes like dirty Sprite. It's not terrible. Like I could get it down. It's the after.
It's not appealing.
No, it looks literally. It's clear.
Watery.
It's like water. It's like a Sprite, but it just tastes dirty and
it's
dirty.
Not carbonated.
No, dirty flat Sprite is what it tastes like. And
it's not the ringing endorsement.
No, but it's you've had worse. You've drank worse. IPA is worse. I'd rather drink that than an IPA.
I doubt it.
Any day, I would in a heartbeat. Like a double IPA, I'd rather have the dirty doo-doo Sprite any day of the week than a double IPA. Went down much easier. I know that's.
I'm starting to question.
The San Diego beer community does not share your opinions.
Listen, man.
I'm questioning most of your taste and smell choices right now.
It's the way that the world goes around. Everybody has their opinions, their likes. It's subjective, right? A lot of people out here listen to Jelly Roll. I make fun of Jelly Roll. A lot of people love Jelly. A lot of people, Jelly Roll, they played at their wedding, and they listen to this program. I get it. It's not for me, just like the double IPA is also not for me. I don't really like gin, so I don't like my beer to taste like gin. So I'm into it. I like the smell of Christmas trees. I don't like the taste.
It's weird. I don't like gin. IPAs are my favorite beer.
That's crazy to me. Crazy.
And there is a pine, like, herbal element to it.
Do you think so?
It's actually funny that you bring that up because it will relate to our game of Real or Fake coming up next.
Oh, I forgot it's Real or Fake Day.
It is Real or Fake Throwback Thursday. And if you want to be our contestant, call in, try to qualify to see Slightly Stupid, just a little bit stupid, and Sublime at the Field of Dreams Festival at Petco Park. You can call now, 833-288-0973, 833-288-0973. We'll play our Throwback Thursday game coming up, and then later, Reindl Report, Spring Training Sammy will join us from Peoria, Arizona. All coming up. Get a quick timeout, and then more Ben and Woods on the way on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan. First, though, I'll tell you about my daily fantasy spot. It is Prize Picks, and when I first got started with Prize Picks a couple years ago, wanted to do a little research, make sure they were on the up and up. Found out that there are tens of millions of people already using Prize Picks and billions of dollars of awarded winnings. I thought, okay, if everyone else is doing it, I can get involved. And once I did, I found out this is fun. It is picking against the numbers. You're finding your favorite athletes and games you're watching already, and you're setting lineups like a season-long fantasy lineup, but it's just a one-day lineup between 2 and 6 players. The more you put in your lineup, the more you can win, up to 2,000 times your money. Very easy. It takes like 30 seconds or maybe a minute to set a lineup, and then you're watching the game, and you got a little action going as you're watching. It's got a lot of fun. You can sign up today by using the code KWFN, and to get you started, they're going to give you $50 in free lineups when you set your first $5 lineup. So $5 of your money, $50 into your account when you use the code KWFN at sign up and download the app. And all kinds of sports. I mean, right now, tons of basketball, obviously pro and college. Baseball's coming up. Soccer, we got a lot of soccer fans in town, international, local. It's all on there with Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for details.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
To learn that Woods and Paul are talking about baseball cards again during our commercial break.
Up.
They're insufferable. They are absolutely insufferable about this.
He
hates us.
He
so
bullies
much.
us so badly. He calls us nerds, dorks. He took my lunch money. He shoved me in a locker. This is like,
I don't know what to do. I either have to like get into it so I can have a conversation with you two, or I mean, I'll just sit here quietly for the rest of my life as you two
Joker, idiot, creep, dirtbag.
just go back and forth. Like, oh, the ripping the cards and the inserts and the everything. It's like I have nothing to contribute to any of these conversations.
this is nice for you, though, because now you get to be the popular guy ripping on the two nerds.
For the first time in my life.
I heard your foreplay last week when I was gone, and you're like, I've never been the cool kid. Guess what? You're the cool kid now. You wanted it. This is it. You got it.
You must have felt like James Dean out at spring training. The way we're sitting there, like Fernando Tatis Jr. just leaves our table. We go to a commercial break, and we're like, "Should we go to the card shop later?"
It's like, no, I have a life. So go ahead, enjoy.
He's like, I'm going to the strip club. Like a normal human male. Paulie and I driving out to the middle of effing nowhere. The middle of effing nowhere. And I go, where are we? We walked in. The guys at the store, mute, literally they were from Men in Black. Yes. Literally. Literally, he didn't even have a cash register. He wrote down what we spent in a ledger and did it. And I had to tap his phone with my debit card.
So true. He had one of the black and white like notebooks.
Hang on, whoa, $69.
Let me get your serial number on the back of the box and straight up
Mutants.
no taxes.
And I mean, Ben, this place was a dump. It was a dump. And there's Paulie and me out
on
there.
Like needles or something.
Dude, Paulie and I are out there. We're like looking around. Like Paulie goes, you know what? Because right next to it was
a baseball card and meth den.
Right next to it was a massage parlor. And Paulie goes, I would feel less gross walking in there.
Yes. No, and this was
seedy.
I'm guessing it was one of those massage parlors.
No
I'm just
question.
Guessing.
Andy says, I'm curious what Ben doesn't like about the card collecting.
Probably the dorks that talk about it
I
all
don't
the
like
time.
any collecting. It's just, to me, it's just taking up space. But I'm not overly sentimental about those kind of things. I don't collect things. I never have collected things. In this job, people think you're crazy. You have access to athletes. You could have the coolest memorabilia. I don't collect anything.
I know you don't.
I would like to get rid of as many things as possible.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that because I've been selling some of my cards. I've actually made about $360 this week selling cards on eBay.
See, now that part of it I respect.
Now
Here's turned it into a side hustle. I can respect that.
But here's the problem, guys. I need a better way because I'm spending too much to ship these cards out. I'm losing my profit margin here. So I just ordered a bunch of padded envelopes. I'm such a dork. But like the shipping label, like $350 to print that. I'm like, come on, there's got to be a better way for this. Got to be. So I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'll tell you right now, it's not stopping. Just so you know, like we're not going to stop. It's going to get worse before it gets better. So take my lunch money again.
We'll have an intervention for you two at some point.
You are a giant bully.
We got
just like, get me away from these.
Can I work with some cool
ridiculous
guys?
nerds.
Yeah. Can I work with some cool guys at some point?
And he makes fun of us. And
All
it's
the
like
time.
he takes us out of context sometimes. Like we never give him a hard time. I just don't understand. I don't understand why.
They're
he has to be
little
this way.
square cardboard rectangles with a picture of a baseball player on them. It's not really them.
And it's the worst habit I've ever had, and I've had some bad ones. I've had some real bad ones.
If the world collapses and apocalypse is upon us, they're not going to be worth anything.
Let's put it this way. If we had a fire at home, I'm taking my cards over my guitars now. Just so you know, that's where I'm at in my collecting.
Get the cards, get the guitars, and then
the
where's
cats.
Hannah and the kids?
Then the cats.
See, I got it set up where we have a fire folder. It's like a big folder with like our most important documents. If the house is on fire, grab that and then get out the door. It's located very conveniently in my office, near all my baseball cards.
Correct.
So I can just grab it all.
It's horrific. It invades your brain at all hours of the day. All hours.
Oh yeah.
I'm thinking of knocking over an armored car so that I can go and buy some Bowman chromes or something. Like I'm thinking of a heist because they're like $800 a box.
I'm already waiting for the phone call. Like Woodsy, hey Paulie, let's go get lunch. Let's get together a business plan. Paulie, Woods and Paul Sports Collectibles. You know, if this radio thing doesn't work out,
I want to die.
You and I can pull this off.
Michael and Adam are now thinking maybe we don't have to pay him. We just get him a box of baseball cards every week.
You want to close the deal with me? I got a couple of ideas. There you go.
A hobby box every couple of weeks will do instead of a raise.
We need to get to our game. We got Charles on the line. Let's play a little real or fake.
Some are here for the compelling sports talk with Ben and Woods. You can go plow through another donut. It's time for Real or Fake on 97.3 The Fan. Tell the people what they'll win today.
Charles will try to qualify for the pair of tickets to the Field of Dreams Festival at Petco Park on June 13th, featuring Slightly Stupid, Sublime, and more. Tickets available at Ticketmaster.com. Good morning, Charles. How are you?
How you doing, fellas? Good. Hey,
man.
Real fast.
Yeah.
Today's going to be a really good day because if Butterscotch Pudding Boy is calling you guys nerds,
I know.
then we're in bizarro world.
We are. It's been this way for a few weeks. He's fed up.
Right?
He's fed up, dude. It's every break. It's every single break.
Every break.
Every break.
Even in the break, too, right?
Every break.
Oh, yeah.
Me and
They're
Paulie.
constantly talking about their baseball card collection
Yeah.
like they're 9.
Yeah, it's awful.
All right, Charles, here's what we got
Chunky.
for you today. Get 4 out of 7 right in real or
so
fake.
embarrassed.
We'll put you into the drawing for the concert festival tickets. And we got to try a few different craft beers yesterday during our lunch meeting at San Diego Brewing Company. So this real or fake is for the hop heads. I'll give you a name. You tell me if it's a real variety of hops used for making IPAs or a fake I have made up to fool you. Charles, you drink beer?
I do.
All right.
We talking names of beers or names of hops?
Names of hops.
Oh,
hop
wow.
varieties.
Okay.
Should be easy for you then. All right, here we go.
The fact that he even knew the difference there, he's going to do well.
Round. This should be a 4 for 4 then for you. Round number 1. Pimlico. Real or fake hop variety?
That's real.
That is fake.
Oh, he was so confident.
Sounded good though, didn't it?
It
All
did.
right, let's go. We got plenty of times left. Round number 2. Mosaic.
Say it again.
Mosaic.
Mosaic. Let's go real.
Real.
That is real.
Yes, I knew
Even
that
Woods
one.
was nodding on that
Yes.
one. Very good. All right, that's 1 correct. Let's go to round number 3. Simcoe. Simcoe. Real or fake?
Simcoe. I think that one's real.
That is real as well. All
Wow,
right, you're doing well.
wow.
You're
Well
halfway
done.
there. Round number 4. Galaxy. Galaxy. Real or fake hop?
Galaxy. That one doesn't sound real to me. What do you think, Woods?
I'll say fake.
Wood says fake. Charles?
Yeah, I'd say fake too. Fake.
That one's real.
Damn it. Sorry, Charles.
That's all right. We still have
Sorry,
3
Charlie.
opportunities left. You just need 2 correct. Let's go with round number 5. El Dorado. Real or fake? El Dorado.
That one sounds real.
Real.
It is real.
Yeah.
Very good. All right. All you need is 1 more correct, and you are our winner today. Charles, real or fake hop variety? Hook Stratton. Real or fake? Hook Stratton.
Hook Strat. I'm gonna say real.
Oh, that's fake. Yeah, so we go down to round 7.
Man,
you need
as
this
we always
one
do.
for all the marbles and for the qualification for the concert tickets. Real or fake hop? Kerrygold. Real or fake? Kerrygold.
That sounds real.
That's your answer?
I don't know. Should I change it?
Real or fake? Kerry
Yes,
Gold.
that's my answer. It's real.
Fake.
It's a butter. It's a butter.
It's a butter.
I got so close.
Sorry, I thought we were going to swipe through that category pretty easily. I'm sorry, Charles. Thank you for playing real or
Damn
fake
it.
today.
I blew it for him.
Did not
Sorry.
happen. Galaxy
Dang.
got you both.
Yeah.
You knew El Dorado. You
Mhm.
knew Simcoe. You know
No,
hops.
I didn't know Simcoe.
Oh, you
knew
knew
Mosaic.
Mosaic.
I knew Mosaic. Yeah.
You knew more than you thought, though.
I've heard that term, like, oh, it's a mosaic.
Mosaic. I've heard that too.
Didn't,
El
didn't know
Dorado,
what it
wasn't
means.
that
The City of Gold. The Lost City of Gold, but it's also a variety of
Ballast Point had a didn't they have an El
Oh,
Dorado?
like a fish, a Dorado.
Yeah, a
the
Dorado,
fish.
that's right,
Yeah,
that's
they had
right.
a lot of fish beers.
They have a lot of fish beers named after fish.
Yeah.
Because I don't want a beer that tastes like
Sculpin.
I don't want a beer that tastes
It's
like
like one of their
fish.
famous ones. It's a fish.
Yeah.
variety.
Oh,
Sculpin.
Sculpin. Yeah,
It's a fish.
I don't want a beer that
It
tastes
doesn't
like
taste like fish. It was named.
No, I know.
after
I've
a
had
fish.
it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. When you said fish beers, I don't want a fish
That's
beer.
true. They do make a lot of weird varieties of beer,
Don't want that.
but it's not a fish beer. It's
Yeah,
just
this is
beer
a
named
cod.
after fish.
This is our new cod lager. You guys are gonna love it. Here's our salmon IPA.
I've had some weird beers before. Green tea beer and peanut butter beer.
I've had peanut butter beer.
Yeah, I've had
peanut butter
some weird
stout.
ones.
Pretty good.
Belching Beaver.
Yeah.
Had a good one.
Yeah, I
I've
like
had
those.
blueberry beer. That was very weird.
I've had cherry beer. Fantastic. Loved it. Suck that down. My favorite beer of all time is you think it'd be Budweiser, but it's like I like Chimay. The Belgian beer is my favorite.
That's fancy of you.
So good. So good.
I like
Ooh,
Beat
yeah.
LA from San Diego Brewing Company.
Beat LA is a really good
Excellent
beer from San
lager.
Diego
Yeah.
Brewing Company.
All right, let's take
So
a
light, refreshing.
quick timeout.
Delicious.
We will come back. And I
Why?
think did we decide
Simply the best.
do a little early Reindl report? Clear the stage for spring training Sammy at 9:00. That is coming up next with Ben and Woods.
We got a shout out to his family today, guys.
We got to
Come
get
on.
to that as well.
Do me a solid.
We'll do it in the Reindl Report.
All right.
which includes the chipmunks, right?
Yeah, this is huge. It's huge.
Chipmunks.
Just
Like
stay
Al-
here.
like
No,
Al-
just stay here.
Okay.
Just stay here. Stay here.
Coming up next year on 97.3 The Fan.
He just here. I'll show you a little. Just a little.
Please don't.
Just a little bit. What hurts on you?
Nothing at all.
A little bit.
Not that now.
So let's say
whatever you're about to touch is the only thing.
Let's say
It's gonna hurt.
Right?
All right, yeah.
Okay.
Pretend your knee hurts.
Pretend your knee.
It's going to in a second.
Right here.
Oh, oh, that is not pleasant.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
97.3 The Fan is brought to you by GL Pools, the company trusted by thousands of San Diegans to keep their pools sparkling, swim-ready, and expertly maintained. Call GL Pools now. Say radio for a free month of service. All right, Paulie's got a Reindl Report, and yes, it includes those chipmunks, Alvin, Simon, and Theodore.
This is pretty amazing.
It's coming up right after traffic here on 97.3 The Fan.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center. Injured? Demand justice. Demand Jurowitz. 855GetRoss.com. Here's Kelly Danick.
Traffic is sponsored by Hummel Casino. Still a few problems out here, guys. One of them is this crash on the 28th Street on-ramp to eastbound King Freeway. Also an accident involving a car and a big rig northbound 805 before the 15. It's over to the right shoulder. The stalled vehicle on northbound 5 right before Claremont Drive. It's in middle lanes. And collision reported on Mesa College off-ramp, north 163. In the North County, dealing with a collision on the coastline, northbound 5 at Birmingham. It's over to the right shoulder. Accident has cleared westbound 78 at Nordall Road. But now reports of a collision on northbound 15 just past Old Highway 395. It's blocking the 2 left lanes. Hey, player, the all-new Hummel Casino Resort is all for you. Enjoy a super luxe hotel experience, a super secret speakeasy, an indulgent spa, and an epic rooftop pool. Book your experience at HummelCasino.com. And Kelly Danick with Ben and Woods, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
And get things started here with our today's edition of the Reindl Report.
Now tuned into the greatest.
Welcome to the Reindl Report with Paul Reindl.
Hi, Paul.
All right.
2 stories from the world of sports that we haven't gotten to yet.
We'll start off in Major League Baseball.
And 1 story that you didn't know you needed.
Are you laughing, biatch?
It's the Reindl Report
Hey, Paul, how you doing? Okay, how are you?
on 97.3 The Fan.
Are you ready to bless the mood? I need some help, please.
That was good.
Can I get a yeah? Oh, yeah.
All right.
All right.
All right. Get right to it.
So we've got sad, weird, and funny.
The best.
All coming at you here in the Reindl Report. We'll start off with the sad. Shout out to his family. There's just no other way to say it. The legendary Lou Holtz passed away yesterday at the age of 89, I believe.
89. Decently funny text exchange between the Ben and Woods program yesterday about Lou Holtz's passing.
Yes.
Because, you have to find humor in
You do.
in darkness.
You laugh to keep from crying.
That's it. I didn't know. Ben texted, was he sorry to hear about Lou Holtz? He did pass away today. Paulie wrote, oh no, what happened? Ben said, parachute didn't open. And I laid me out.
This is 89.
It laid me out. I was chortling so loudly. Lou, obviously legendary head coach, very impactful guy. I went down my senior year of high school. They were playing Texas A&M in the Cotton Bowl, and I went down to SMU to watch Notre Dame practice, me and a couple buddies. And I got the chance to meet Coach Holtz and Tim Brown, who won the Heisman Trophy for the Irish. It was like the coolest day of all time. My dad has had the picture of me and Lou on his desk for the last 40 years or whatever. Lou Holtz brought me my only national title that I've ever seen. And so I will always be grateful for that night I spent with my dad, who let me stay up from school or stay up late and watch Notre Dame beat West Virginia. It meant everything to me, 1988. And so, yeah, he'll be missed. I love this too. Let me read this for you quickly. He made his players memorize this poem. And I love this. And I've learned so much. There's so many little coach speak things I've learned from Coach Holtz, but this is pretty amazing. This is the beginning of a new day. God has given me this day to use as I will. I can waste it or use it for good. What I do today is important because I'm exchanging a day of my life for it. When tomorrow comes, this day will be gone forever, leaving in its place something I've traded for it. I want it to be gain, not loss, good, not evil, success, not failure, in order that I shall not regret the price I paid for it, because the future is just a whole string of nows. Brilliant. He didn't write it, but he used it with his players.
Before Lou Holtz coached at Notre Dame, one of his stops for 6 years was at Arkansas. I didn't remember that. And I found out yesterday, and I didn't realize this, he was Billy Ray Smith's coach at Arkansas. And Kimberly showed up and said, I found in our files 2 letters written from Lou to Billy Ray saying, you were one of the best players I ever coached. Just an incredible football player. And I thought, that's pretty cool.
That's awesome. He was, again, guy brought me my only one, dude. My only one. And so, yeah, we know how we do it on this show.
And I really hope we can see more unity and more peace when already things are so difficult. So, shout out to his family.
Lou Holtz. Parting this mortal coil, 89 years old.
All right. I don't know that we're going to have time.
Lee Corso wins. He's still with us.
Jeez.
There's always a bit of a competition there.
Yeah, you think so?
We're running a little short on time.
Okay.
Maybe I'll save the weird story for a don't do this tomorrow, or we can get to it in our 9 o'clock hour.
9:30 segment, yeah.
Very strange story out of Cal State Bakersfield. But our beloved Bobby Cressy sent this one over, actually.
Texted me last night and said, I know you like weird stuff like this. And I said,
he said, I know you love the Chipmunks.
I don't love the Chipmunks. In fact, I hate the Chipmunks.
Well, how would you hate the Chipmunks?
It's annoying. My kids watch it all the time.
It's still on?
It just never ends in my house. It just is the worst. But I did not know about this.
Well, the Chipmunks have this old album or cassette tape of pop covers.
They did some pop covers as the Chipmunks, songs that you know.
Full album. Here's Refugee by Tom Petty.
Well, hang on. Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
So it's just,
and then this is all
an album
the
of
guy Dave Seville sings them and then speeds up his voice.
No, they're actually 3 real Chipmunks. Yeah. You didn't know that?
By the way, there could not be a more clearer comparison. You are Alvin. I am Simon. Paul is Theodore.
That's right.
It's like so very obvious which Chipmunk the 3 of us each are.
I'm guessing a tier 1 will have that photoshopped within the next 10 minutes. When were the Chipmunks, when did they originate? 60s?
70s? Maybe? I don't know. 60s, 70s.
Been around forever.
The technology that was used and the way he was able to maneuver his voice like that,
harmonize, all that
back then 50 years ago is actually extremely genius. Underrated. It's not talked about how well it was done. However, Bobby Cressy sent this over to us. Somebody said, long ago, someone took a cassette tape of Alvin and the Chipmunks pop covers. You just heard Refugee there. Slowed it down to 1/8 speed and revealed the most important goth post-punk album ever recorded.
Yeah.
And it just got back on YouTube.
They just put it back out on YouTube. It's been gone.
Here's that same Refugee cover with the Chipmunks slowed down.
Joy Division does.
We got something, we both know it. We don't talk too much about it.
It's Joy Division does Refugee long before Refugee came out.
Ain't no real big secret, all the same somehow.
Badass.
Can't get around it.
Yeah, MJ Lenderman. That's who it sounds like, Tyler. That's right.
Listen, it don't really matter, maybe you believe what you want to believe.
How is that the same?
Have to live like a refugee.
So that is real good, dude. That is so crazy.
That's amazing.
And so it's back on YouTube. If you want to go find it, you can go all of them. There's I think they do Walk Like an Egyptian in there too, which is crazy. But that one, I heard that. I go, I would literally listen to that cover from one of my favorite post-punk or goth bands.
I think ultimately though, I've always wanted to try to explain the dynamic between the 3 of us, and I've never had a great comp.
The Chipmunks.
That is it. Alvin, Simon. Theodore.
Yep.
Theodore, the one, nice. Everybody likes him, kind of makes it work. Just, the nerdy, glasses wearing, analytical one. And the troublemaker
pain in the ass.
who everyone just loves for some reason.
Not everyone.
Except for Dave. Adam is Dave.
Adam is Dave.
Woodsy!
like the slowed down version. Way better. Way, way, way better. It's fun. It's good. Like, it's a good bit, but it wears you out after a while.
Right, it's true.
It wears you out.
It's the same thing every single episode.
We get it.
Alvin gets them into some sort of trouble.
That's right.
But comes out smelling like a rose.
Yeah.
At the end, somehow they put up with him, and everyone loves Alvin.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right. It is, but that's slowed down version. I'm going to go listen to the whole thing today. Like, put it on in the car and listen to all the pop songs that they slowed down. It was so brilliant. People that think of this stuff, I continue to be amazed by them. Who would think of doing that? So good.
I mean, if you knew they were sped up, then maybe you'd think, well, what would happen if you slowed them back down?
Ray makes a good point. Maybe I would like Kendrick Lamar if they slowed him down a little bit, because he's like high kind of chipmunky. But if you slowed him down, maybe I'd be like, man, I love Kendrick.
You've always been, more of the Joy Division type style.
Sure. Yeah. Goth,
music
post-punk.
fan.
Love it. Love that stuff.
They had Call Me by Blondie, Walk Like an Egyptian, Heaven is a Place on Earth, Diamond Dolls, You Keep Me Hanging On, My Sharona, Always on My Mind, and then you heard Refugee.
So cool, man. So cool. Love it.
All right.
Oh, more.
What do we got?
Walk Like an Egyptian.
Trying to wait.
Down the block of a Japanese with their yen, the party boys call the Kremlin. And the Chinese know, oh, they walk the limelight each
Remember that video?
Egyptian.
Oh my God. It was huge.
Oh,
Paulie,
it was enormous. You can't
Paulie,
even imagine.
You can't wrap your head around how
was
big that
walking
was.
like an Egyptian in like 1985 or something. It was nuts.
Nuts. It was a worldwide phenomenon. Phenomenon.
Yeah,
It was
86.
86. I was 11
85.
years old. I couldn't get enough of Walk Like an Egyptian. I also loved
Still
Susanna.
one of my favorite songs.
Yeah, no, that doesn't surprise anybody, but Susanna Hoffs was it for me when I was a kid.
I was not alive for Walk Like an Egyptian. I did live through the Macarena, though.
Take the Macarena times 20. That's how big it was. It's not me being old back in my day. It was so huge. Everywhere you went, you heard dun 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 dun, and everybody knew every word.
I have like explicitly remember everything. Like it was dun 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 dun. Like everywhere you went,
everywhere.
You had to learn the whistle.
So brilliant.
You had to do the whole thing. All right. Spring training Sammy.
No.
Spring training Sammy. Got it before it came out.
Okay, good.
Spring training
Sucked it up.
Sammy is going to join us in a couple of minutes after he hears from
Looks like
Craig
he's ready
Stammen.
anytime now.
All right, first let's get to our biggest fan announcement. If you hear your name called, you know how it works. You get 10 minutes to call us back at 833-288-0973. Qualify for the grand prize. 20 tickets for you and your friends for a night in our Odyssey Suite at a Padres game this upcoming season with all the fan staff, catered by Spiro's Mediterranean Cuisine. And this morning's biggest fan is Todd Christensen from San Diego. Todd Christensen, you have 10 minutes to call us. You know Todd.
Was he a tight end?
No.
Sounds like it,
Todd,
yeah.
I think he was a tight end. Todd Christensen.
833-288-0973.
It's a basketball player.
He's a basketball player. You seem
Tier
to know.
1 basketball team.
You didn't have anything to do with it.
Wow.
Really?
Whoa,
Gee.
no.
How did Todd Christensen's name get in there?
Or
I
any of our
wonder.
other tier 1s that have qualified.
Tomorrow's biggest fan going to be Megan Reindl.
That would be illegal,
Yeah,
man.
okay.
Would be
It would
illegal.
never.
All right. Well, we'll see if he calls in. He better
I did
call
see
in.
that like last week though when I got the names for this week, and I go, I definitely know this person. That's gonna look bad.
Yeah, it's gonna look bad. It looks terrible.
It's not
actually.
a relative, though.
Now,
There's
if he
nothing-
wins, it's over.
At
You're
the
fired.
end, yeah,
I
that's
mean,
true.
pretty much, Todd, you can't win because Paulie will get fired.
It's perfect because he gets to invite 20 friends. He doesn't even have to invite Paulie.
That's
Paulie's
true.
a member of the staff.
That's
so
true.
It's like he gets an extra
Extra
friend
ticket.
to invite if he wins.
That's right. We would never.
All right. It isn't called in yet. Let's go out to Peoria, Arizona, where we are joined by the one and only spring training Sam Levitt, courtesy of David P. Shapiro Criminal Defense Attorneys. David P. Shapiro Criminal Defense Attorneys, helping good people regain control of their future since 2010. Hello, Sammy.
Hey, good morning, guys. And I I just thought about while you were having the conversation about, those trainings we have to take about, the rules and regulations for contests and things like that. I was thinking the one thing that Adam Klug actually does get on me about are trainings. I'm kind of notorious for not doing my trainings on time. So he'll have to email me. He'll say, hey, really need you to do that training.
Ooh, did you have to do the training this week as well?
Paulie, I think we were supposed to do it already by today. I've not done it, so I'll do it.
Today was the deadline.
I didn't get one.
No, you guys don't do anything around here that requires that kind of training. Like posting to our website or anything like that. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing.
Now, Woods just has to do the sexual harassment training.
As do you. Who am I sexually harassing?
Me.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Sammy, you know what would surprise you and everyone listening? No one is better or more timely about doing their trainings than yours truly. I am elite at it. As soon as I see it come up, I'm like,
I put it off longer than you do.
I'm going to get this thing off my plate. So I never get in trouble for Adam for that. Just everything else.
Sammy, if you hold on 1 second, let's go to line 1. Is this Todd?
This is.
Hi, Todd.
This sounds rigged.
Congratulations.
Hey, so how many buckets did you get the other night in the Tier 1 basketball game, Todd?
Actually, that was 0. It was not a good game for me.
I get it.
We won, so that's all that matters.
That's right. That's all that matters.
Good teammate.
Congratulations, Todd. Very well deserved.
Thank you.
All right, buddy.
You're in, and you got my Venmo account, right?
Probably will do it for cards.
All right, Todd's in for the biggest fan contest. You got to talk to Joe Musgrove after the game yesterday. Your thoughts on his performance and just kind of break it all down for us, Sam.
Yeah, I think the most important thing is that he came out of it healthy and he got 3 up downs. I think it was, look, first time on a mound in a real stadium, albeit against Team Great Britain. And if you watched yesterday's game, the whole thing was, kind of weird because you had some Padres pitching to Padres at some point, especially as it got towards the end. It got a little wacky towards the end to the point where it was like, why don't we just say, hey,
let's bang
play
it.
8 innings today. Yeah,
just bang it.
That's neither here nor there. With Joe, command, probably not exactly where he wanted, but again, you have to put it in the context of this was his first outing, and he said after the game, another step for him, right? I think in talking to Joe after, he said something really interesting. He was asked what expectations he has for himself this season coming off the injury, and he said, well, I have a lot of desires, but I haven't really put expectations on myself. And he made that distinction. It was actually, I thought, very poetic by Joe to make the distinction between desire and expectation. And, he said, look, I want to stay healthy the whole year. I think very clearly from talking to him yesterday and throughout the last few weeks, and maybe you guys even got the sense of this when you sat down with him, this is going to be a continuing process for Joe into the season to, see kind of, how he feels. And he mentioned yesterday that, a lot of guys say they don't quite feel fully themselves until 2 years out after surgery. And I think this is still part of the process for him to, see how he feels. And I'm not saying that he's going to say, oh no, but something hurts, but it's a step-by-step process. And, I think it's going to kind of continue to be that way for him as he makes more starts, as he gets a better feel for the Cactus League games, as he gets into the regular season. So, look, I think coming away from what he said yesterday, I think maybe, I don't know if temper or expectations for Joe is the right word because he's so capable and it, I know it, he knows it. Nobody competes like Joe. But to me, this is still a process of him kind of working his way all the way back to kind of the Joe pre-injury. So, up and down results yesterday, but I think for him at this point, the most important thing is that he comes out of it healthy and he continues to take those next steps. But it was that expectations versus desires line I thought was pretty interesting because I just talking to him, I get the sense that he thinks, hey, this is still a process coming back from this thing. And maybe the idea that he's going to just snap back into who he was. I don't want to say that's unrealistic, but it's, getting back there is a process. And that still, especially as we get into the season, may not happen overnight.
Sammy Levitt joins us live from Peoria, Arizona. I ask again, Sammy, how is your arm feeling? Have you been doing your plyo routines and running to break down the lactic acid after you throw? All of the things.
My arm feels good.
Arm feels good. Got up to 66 miles an hour
He
yesterday.
thinks he can get to 70.
I don't think there's any doubt. You know, I'm watching you throw. One
arm.
Well, one thing I would do, your left arm, make sure you get it in a little bit more and don't let it kind of drag. If you get it to your chest and get your chest over a little bit more, I think you're going to be in good
Kinda
shape.
Flying open.
A little bit and make sure you get your legs into it. And I think you get 70 like by Monday if you do that.
Yeah, some people commented I've got to engage my legs more. Than I'm not pushing off enough. And then I was watching the video. I'm like, yeah, it's a lot of upper body and arm. I'm kind of whipping that arm and almost catching up. So, got it up to 66.
That's pretty good, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a couple of days and we'll get back on the bump.
No ice, no nothing. Just
no,
totally good. Feels great.
Sneak a quick video to Ruben Niebla just to get some tips, possibly.
If he had seen it, he would give you tips.
Well, I'm thinking about maybe making a video where I put my tape up on the laptop here and we bring Ruben over and say, hey,
you got to.
How do I get the 70 here? Take a look at the tape. What do I got to do?
You got to do it. You absolutely have to do it, Sammy.
Speaking of getting your legs into it, Walker Buehler on the mound today for the San Diego Padres
because he has big legs.
His big legs.
Yeah. It's actually I would say one of the more interesting games and days I think we've had here in a bit, and I say that because of Walker Buehler facing what should be a pretty good Mariner lineup in his first Cactus League game. And I said to you guys the other day that if I put a front runner for that 5th rotation spot, I would say Walker right now. So it's a big day for him to get on the mound in a Cactus League game and face what should be not the A lineup, because there's not going to be Julio Rodriguez and there's not going to be Cal Raleigh and some big guys for Seattle, but should be a good amount of major leaguers in there. So it's a big day for him in that sense. JP Sears will pitch after him, and also Sung Mun Song will play shortstop, which is not a position he's particularly familiar with. Sounds like there will be time for him at some point in the outfield as well. He's even less familiar with the outfield and playing left field. But again, when you talk about the bench and the idea of Song making this team or even kind of being a lock for this team, just think it's another kind of step for him in showing the type of versatility that would help him get there. And in his case, there really are, I think, 2 areas of questions. Obviously, the offense, the ability to hit major league pitching, but also, can he be a guy you could play at shortstop if need be? Can he be a guy that you can stick in the outfield if need be? What is the extent of his defensive versatility? And it's a kind of an interesting day for him playing shortstop.
Well, the good news, Sam, 3 weeks from today, opening day at Petco Park, which means you've got about 2 weeks and a long weekend left in Arizona to wrap up your spring training stay. I'd imagine these are the dog days at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, they're the dog days for sure. I think you kind of even feel it in the clubhouse, like it's getting a little, what do they call it, Groundhog Day-ish.
I can relate.
So yeah, it's kind of the dog days, but it's good. I mean, look, a lot of good stuff still going on, and I think interesting stuff going on, and also with those guys gone for the WBC, you've got a lot of guys that are getting a lot of at bats, an opportunity to play and show what they can do, and even guys that aren't going to be on obviously the major league roster, but I think are making a name for themselves, like Romeo Sanabria continues to hit, and he's not facing the top end arms. But he's a guy who, you kind of watch him, you're like, hey, I got to keep an eye on that guy in the minor leagues this year. And who knows, maybe he is a first baseman of the future for the San Diego Padres. So stuff like that is pretty interesting too. But I think, again, today in particular, I think this is an intriguing game because of Walker Buehler, because of Song. You got Castellanos in right field. Yep. So a lot of good stuff to keep track of today, and a night game tomorrow as well.
Sammy, really appreciate it. We haven't been giving you assignments, but I am curious about Samad Taylor. Yeah. We were talking earlier. We didn't realize he actually does have a little tiny bit of major league experience and is having a good camp and can play all the outfield spots. So if you want to investigate him a little bit for us, I wouldn't mind hearing about him.
Yeah, I've talked to him a little bit, not on camera. Nice guy. You're right. Has been around a bit, a little bit of major league experience, and has played pretty well. The first thing actually he pointed out when I went over and talked to him, I said, "My name is Sam." He's like, "Oh, like me, Samad, S-A-M." And
there
I was
you
like,
go.
"Oh, how about that?" I was like, I didn't even think about
Samad
about
Levitt.
that. So, yeah. It's I'll work on that for you, Ben, and maybe we'll get an on-camera interview with Samad at some point in the next few days and share it with you.
Thank you, Sammy. Have a great rest of your Thursday.
See you, Sammy.
All right, guys. All right, see ya.
All right, our spring training content from Sam Levitt, brought to you by David P. Shapiro, criminal defense attorneys. And Sammy gets to stay in Peoria today for the game against the Seattle Mariners coming up just after noon with Walker Buehler on the mound. And now you have to find, I didn't even realize Randy Vasquez was pitching yesterday until I saw him come into the game. And so he said today JP Sears and Tristan McKenzie both getting quote-unquote relief, but it's just their innings. So you're basically getting 3 starting pitchers in the game today.
I'd say three of the names that have the most to lose today in Walker Buehler, or the most to gain, I should say.
Pivotal kind of game.
Pivotal,
here.
that's the word I was looking for there. Pivotal for all 3 of those guys, man. They're going to all be watched very intently of who can help this team win baseball games this year and beyond, hopefully. So we'll see what happens. But obviously I think Buehler, the biggest name there, but the one that the one that you're thinking about is JP Sears. Is this guy who was going to be part of that huge trade? Is he going to be a guy that helps this ball club? So big starts kind of for each of those guys.
As I mentioned earlier, believe it or not, the San Diego State Aztecs can still win the Mountain West if they win tomorrow. When we come back, we're going to give away some tickets for senior night, honor Reese Dixon Waters. And if they have a couple other seniors that are like walk-ons, they'll honor them as well. But you can win some tickets to SDSU basketball after a quick timeout. More Ben and Woods on the way on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan. First, though, I'm going to tell you my journey with SDFatLoss.com went as good as it possibly could have. I had tried other weight loss programs in the past. I had thought about the injections, but I didn't really want to go that route because, well, I had heard the same thing that people are saying today. If you start the injections, you are committed to perhaps a lifetime of them, weekly at a cost of $3,000 to $5,000 a year. I didn't want to do that. I wanted a different alternative. And at SDFatLoss.com, I found one where I lost weight fast, up to a pound of fat per day, 10 to 20% of your body weight in just 60 days. For me, that was 40 pounds in 2 months without injections, without the side effects, like losing muscle, which lowers your metabolism, which just makes it harder to keep weight off and gain more fat. That's not the point of this. The point of this is to lose weight in a sustainable fashion. And SD Fat Loss did that with a program that was based on real foods that fit in my lifestyle, did not require exercise during those 2 months, and I still lost the weight fast. I even was able to cheat a couple of times when I went on vacation, and I still lost 40 pounds. If that sounds good to you, I don't know why it wouldn't. Set up your free consultation today by going to SDFatLoss.com. Take advantage of their $200 off. Sign up today, and before summer arrives, you'll have your summer bod ready to go for the warm season here in San Diego. Check them out today, SDFatLoss.com. That's SDFatLoss.com. Results may vary.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? This spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
You want to explain yourself? Who is Zoe, by the way? Because you were just
I don't know
trying to track
sounds
Zoe
hot.
down on your phone. Who is Zoe?
So during the last segment, I got a missed call. So I checked the message, and it was my doctor. Got my virtual appointment to consultation for my colonoscopy.
Yeah.
And they wanted to do an early check-in. So they said call back. So I did, but I got their AI virtual assistant. And it is very hard to convince an AI virtual assistant that you need to talk to a real person.
Operator.
They are so insistent that they can help you. So I kept saying, I'm returning Zoe's call. I'm returning Zoe's call to check in for my appointment. And they said, you can check in and blah, 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 blah. I just need to talk to Zoe. She called me. And then they could hear you two talking in the background. And she said, sounds like you have a lot on your mind right now. And like, she got very confused.
You're like, Zoe, if
by
you
the conversation.
Only knew. Zoe, let's have a conversation.
So after about 4 minutes of that, finally
Zoe,
got on hold. And then we came back on commercial and I had to hang up again. So
you missed it.
I have not been able to call Zoe back.
Here's my least favorite bit. This happened to me the other day when I was calling USAA to come out, fix the tire, the whole bit. Please log on to our mobile. I'm like, if I wanted to use the app, I would have downloaded it, signed up. I don't know my policy, all this. I'm like, I'm not good with technology. I'd rather talk to a human being. It's hard to get a human being on the phone these days. Make sure you download and use our mobile app for everything you need. It's not the case.
You can
I was on hold
scream operator, and it doesn't work anymore.
Try screaming. I do. My wife gets so she's like, shut up. They're not going to be operator. Operator. I'm hitting 0 the whole time as I'm screaming.
I was on the phone with my cell phone provider for like an hour and a half earlier this week, and it was awful. And it started with the same thing, AI chatbot person or whatever.
Hour and a half.
Combined
over
the course of like 3 different phone calls.
Oh
But
my
the first
God.
one was, how can I help you? And I was like, speak to a live agent. She goes, I understand you'd like to speak to a live agent, but first, let me see if I can help you. And I go, how can I help you today? I was like, you can help me by letting me speak to a live agent. She goes, I understand you. Is this about your billing? And I go, it's about my billing that I'd love to speak to a live agent about.
It's the worst. It's the worst. I hate it so much. And I get it. It makes life easier for them, not for your
Zoe's
it
calling
makes our
back.
life so. All right, let's get this. Let's get her on the
Hello?
speaker.
Can't do that.
Yes, this is Benjamin. How are you? Yes. Thank you.
Call the cops.
Yes, I can do so. Hang on.
All right, it is 6 o'clock in the morning.
He's giving sensitive
your mic-
information right now.
Social security number.
Yes, that is correct. Anthem.
You like sandwiches out there?
Yes, that is my primary care physician. My current height is 6 feet 3 inches tall. My current weight is Adolf Hitler. Sorry. They can hear you guys in the background.
Oh, they can?
Don't like renting out my body. I've got some comedians with me here next to it. Yeah. Gobbler's Knob. Best pharmacy is the CVS on El Camino Real.
Thank you
El
for
Camino
calling.
Real.
Okay.
All right. Thanks.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Yes,
I am taking some medication.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay.
I think I
Okay.
filled it out all online. Do you not have it?
I'm dead.
Yeah. I should be all there.
Yeah.
Panties. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Sure.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
Bye.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
That was a real human?
All checked in. Yeah, that was Zoe.
Oh, Zoe was a real person.
She called me back, real person. Yeah.
I thought that was the AI lady.
No, that was
You
the real
sound like
person.
you have a lot on your mind. Zoe, how long do you have? So let's
Who
check.
invited the stand-up comedians?
Did you just say panties? What is Gobbler's Knob, by the
She
way?
was laughing at that point. She was amused by whatever was going on in the background.
Polly, best stuff. Just so you know.
I started J on Pirates of the Caribbean during grad night.
I
LMAO.
don't
think that's medical information. That wasn't me even.
Oh, God bless us.
Everybody must get stoned.
I had a stitch in my side like I just ran a mile. Like I know what it feels like to run a mile anymore, but like the days I remember actually running a mile. That's the same stitch.
All right, we have some tickets to give away for the Aztec Senior Night game tomorrow night against UNLV at Viejas Arena. If you want to win them, be our fourth caller at 833-288-0973. Fourth caller, 833-288-0973, or you can go get your own tickets at goaztecs.com. And again, they're not out of, they could hang a banner.
Stop it.
Win tomorrow night and get a little help on Saturday.
Stop it, Ben.
They can't get to the NCAA tournament, but they can, without winning the Mountain West tournament,
Hang a
they
third of a banner.
They can hang a third of a banner.
Shred of a banner.
A little bit of a banner at Viejas Arena.
That's amazing. Amazing. That's one of the funniest things I've ever heard.
Again, we have said this before. That was one of those instances. If you locked us in a room for 3 weeks straight and just said all you have to do is focus on funny ideas for the show, funny segments, there's no way we would have been able to think of that and plan it.
I didn't really hear any of it. I was trying to focus on my medical appointment. I didn't want to give them bad information.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Thanks.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Thanks.
It's my favorite thing that we play, I think, is that because it's so real when you call this man on the telephone.
Now everyone knows where I go to the pharmacy. They can just
CVS, hang out there if they want to see you. That's right. CVS on El Camino. Hey, Ben Higgins been in today.
Radio hosts, they're real people too.
That's
with
right.
all the same S to do that the rest of you
That's
have.
right. That's exactly right. Exactly right.
I like how you said, yes, it's Ben Higgins, Higgins. I'm 6'4". I weigh.
What? Oh, the microphone cut out? I weigh 40 pounds less than I did 2.5 years ago. That is true.
Did you say 240?
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Oh, boy.
6 foot what?
I was 6'3".
You were 280?
Yeah.
Holy smokes. I had no idea.
I thought about it the other day. We were
a little porker back then. I saw those pictures. You look so much better now.
Standing somewhere. It might have been out at spring training, honestly. But Ben and I, we were standing next to each other, posing for a picture or something. I don't mean to alarm you, but you used to be like the same height as me. Either I've gotten a little taller or you've gotten a little
shrinking?
shorter.
You're shrinking.
I think
What
you're
happens
starting
after
My
to
head's
shrink.
gotten bigger.
I've
gone from a 5/8 to a half. 7 5/8 to a 7 5/8 will not fit on my head anymore.
7 and 5/8 is bigger than 7.
Oh, it is?
You need to be 7 3/4.
Oh, I'm shrinking then.
Your head's getting smaller.
Yeah.
You were a 5/8.
I was a 5/8.
Now you're half.
Fractions.
Now I'm a half.
So your head's getting
No
smaller.
idea.
Your head is also shrinking.
I had no idea.
So
I thought it was both.
4/8 would be 1/2. So 5/8 is actually bigger than 1/2. Did
so.
you not pay attention at all in grade school?
Correct.
These are basic fractions.
Correct. I thought 5/8 was bigger.
5/8 is bigger than 1/2.
I
So
thought
if you-
5/8 was smaller.
No, 3/8 would be smaller than 1/2. 5/8 is bigger than 1/2.
I had no idea. Legitimately.
Is this not the
3/4 is bigger than both, right?
Of course.
Okay.
That would also be 6/8. The same thing as 3/4.
Yeah, because 2 goes into 6 and 2 goes
Right.
into 3/4.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
That would be
I'm not
calling
good with-
reducing fractions.
I'm not good with fractions. I'll give
Apparently
you that right now.
not.
Not at all. So my head's shrinking?
I guess your head is shrinking.
Based on the numbers that you gave us.
Yeah, it's true.
Your head is getting smaller.
I've had to go down to a 7.5.
Okay.
Because the 5/8 doesn't fit anymore. It's too big.
What was Boch's hat size? Like
8 and 3/4 or something. Like something
Just-
massive. 2 halves stitched together is basically what it was. Man, I'm bad at fractions. That's embarrassing.
That is really. You've got children you need to teach.
Not me. I'm not a teacher. I'll let their teachers do it. I'm under no illusions that I can teach them at all. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Kayla says I should be banned from helping my kids with math homework. Count on it. Count on it.
You're like, fine by me.
Fine by me.
No.
I really wanted to help them.
I get that, some people are good at some things, but you're a reasonably smart person.
Reasonably. Thank you.
I mean, that should be something that is almost intuitively like you can get.
I have a hard time with any sort of. We can talk. We got time. We can talk about it.
Well, we got one more segment left, so we can talk about it if you want when we come back.
I'm going to tell you a couple problems that I have.
I would like to know. All
right.
All right. We will do that when we return. Final segment of Ben and Woods. Don't go away. Broadcasting live from the Bill House Studios. We know how on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. GEGE 0000466. For a full list of games and rules, play at 7 Mile Casino. Visit 7milecasino.com.
Knowing numbers can actually be helpful when you sit down at a card table as well.
Funny, I have taught my 8-year-old how to play blackjack pretty well. He's pretty good. We played
Luckily,
on the
there's
phone.
no fractions involved.
None whatsoever.
California-style blackjack.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
But if you know the odds, you can actually increase your chances of winning at a place like, Texas Hold'em poker tables, a little baccarat, a little pie gow. That's what you're going to get to play at 7 Mile Casino, San Diego's best, closest, most comfortable card room, right down off the 5 freeway in Chula Vista.
That's exactly right, my friend. They got all the card games that you like to play. They're so simple. It's so simple to get to, just 7 minutes from Petco Park. Can't really beat that. Easy parking. I mean, it's just easy. It's just an easy place to go. If you value your time, this is it, man. 7 minutes away from downtown and good food, friendly dealer, smoke-free environment, all the things you're looking for.
Fractions hard, 7 Mile Casino. Easy.
That's right.
Just 7 minutes from downtown.
He just, here, I'll show you a little. Just a little.
Please don't.
Just a little bit. What hurts on you?
Nothing at all.
A little bit.
Not that now.
So let's say
whatever you're about to touch is the only thing.
Let's say
It's gonna hurt.
Right?
All right, yeah.
Okay.
Pretend your knee hurts.
Pretend your knee
It's going to in a second.
right here.
Oh, that is not pleasant.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
Problems?
I would love to hear all of your problems.
Obviously, fractions are one of them. Not great with numbers. Not a big numbers guy. Unless it's ratings. I'm pretty good at getting ratings. But other than that, numbers elude me. They really do.
Can we trust you with the baseball card thing? Do you know if you're making money or not?
Well, I know I'm in well, listen. I know that I've made some money on eBay, but it's not equal to what I've spent. That's for sure. Don't know that they will ever
You're
come.
in the red.
Yeah.
Okay.
The red's the bad one.
That's the bad
As
one.
any collector almost
As most
is,
collectors
like-
are, right? So again, no big deal. It's a new passion project of Paulie and mine. So I'm really, you know what I'm the worst at though, is like milliliters and cc's and things like that. So I take HCG now, me, Jerks and Profar, take HCG because we're trying to have another child. So I have to get my fertility up. They sent me, the pharmacy, my bottles, right? You have to take this other water, bariostatic water, I think. You have to withdraw the whole thing, put it in there, shake it up. Here's the problem. It didn't give me the number to pull back to on the syringe. It just said units, right? But the syringe they gave me, I called my buddy who's a weightlifter.
What would he know about any of this?
Just because someone is very strong doesn't mean they know the metric system in terms of cubic centimeters or milliliters.
He is a wizard. So I call him and I go, he goes, take a picture of the box, take a picture of the bottle, take a picture of the syringe, whatever. And finally he got me dialed in. But I was racking my brain. It was like, this is cc, this is milliliter. What is this? It says take 1 unit, 3 units, whatever. It's maddening. It's maddening. And I didn't want to shoot too much or too little, right? I wanted the dose to be right. They didn't give me the dose. They didn't say, hey, insert syringe, pull back to 6 and go ahead and, shoot that in your belly. They didn't tell me. So
I
I'm
must
literally
have thought you were smarter.
I'm doing the math. I'm
That's
like,
what they do to make it idiot proof. It's just pull it to number 2.
that's what I need
And
when it
then
comes to
take
that
it.
stuff. Like that's what I need. I need to get them to say, pull back to 3 on here, and then you're good to go. It was a headache. I mean, it was like I'm sending him pictures. I'm FaceTiming him and sending him it was just, I'm so bad with liters.
Well, I will say
milliliters.
that we don't make it that easy in this country
We don't.
because sometimes we use the English system, fluid ounces,
right?
Or sometimes we use the metric system, like milliliters, which
Brutal.
is 1,000th of 1 liter.
And when you got 2 different syringes or whatever, like it can get so confusing. And again, you don't want to do too much, and really you don't want to do too little either. You need to be right on point, and they really need to do a better.
Seems like something if it's important enough that it
They
has
would
to
tell
be
you,
exact,
right.
they would make it a little bit easier.
So difficult, man. So difficult.
Like they give you if you need to take a pill, a capsule or something.
Take one.
Rarely are they going to be like,
Take as
actually,
many as you think
cut
you
it
need.
into thirds. Like, no, just give me one pill that's a third of the dose.
It's such a good point. when they give you cough syrup, they're not like, whatever you feel like. They give you the cup at the top.
1 cup, 4 cups, doesn't really matter.
Whatever you want. No, but with this, it's like, I don't know, your best guess as to how to do the math here. So I'm either going to be really fertile or I'm not going to be fertile at all, or what's the deal? So it is just, Benny, I get
just don't OD on fertility drugs.
No, I get so bogged down in numbers really on a daily basis. I just don't have a good head for figures. I just don't. I don't have one. I'm much better at other things. That's just not one of them. I'm bad at a lot of stuff, but that's probably my number one biggest thing. And when Bo comes home and Taylor comes home and they're like, Dad, we're doing, conversions, and go ask your mother. I have no idea. Cooking can be difficult at times, weighing things, ounces, and I log a lot of my food. Bro, it's like throwing darts at a board. I'm like, how many ounces do you think this is? It could be 8, could be 64. I've got no idea.
Yeah, food ounce weights.
It's tough. I don't have a scale, so I'm eyeballing.
I still hate like tablespoon versus teaspoon. I'm like, all right, teaspoon,
table's the
smaller,
big one.
table,
Yeah,
bigger.
Little teaspoon's the little one.
Little TT. Yeah, tiny little TT. You make me put a teaspoon of vanilla extract in there. Why don't you make it a tablespoon? You know it's going to taste better.
Not true.
What's the deal with the teaspoon?
You don't want to be over vanilla
with a teaspoon.
Which reminds me, we were at our lunch yesterday, and I got called vanilla.
Oh, my.
It was. I think it was intended as a compliment. It's like, hey, Ben's like the vanilla one on the show.
We died.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, yeah.
It was incredible. He's like, no, I didn't mean.
It's like, you guys, your show is so great. I've loved you guys for years. It works so well because, like, you guys are the odd couple.
Right.
I mean, Woodsy, you're kind of the edgy. You're different. You've had a little bit more different experiences than Ben, and then Ben, you're vanilla.
It was so good. Yeah. He's not wrong.
I know what he meant.
Yeah, I know what he meant too.
I'm more the straight-laced one.
Correct.
The analytical one.
Correct. The one that's good at numbers and things like
yes.
that.
If our life depended on fractions,
I'd be dead.
I know which one you're asking us to do the fractions on this show.
It's why, honestly, I'll never not love baseball. I will love baseball till the day I die. But it is why covering baseball the last 8 years has proven challenging at times. Because they've taken the subject in school that not only did I struggle with the most, like ask my dad sometime next time you see him about the fights we used to have when he would try to help me with math, and I just couldn't get it. I would like throw stuff across the room. I would get so frustrated. You've taken math and you've brought it so much into my beautiful game, and I enjoy so much the people that are able to explain it. The Eno Sarases, Tommy from Twitter. Those guys are geniuses. They're geniuses. And when they post their stuff, I go, God, that's great. What does it mean? Oh man, that's so good. What does that mean? Right? Like it's just so you've brought so much math into the game.
You're really just looking at those posts from Eno or Clark, and you're going, okay, they're excited about this guy, which means I need to be more excited about this guy.
Yeah.
Based on some numbers I don't understand entirely.
Entirely correct. And so, and I'm not the guy that's like, I don't need numbers. Let's use my eyeballs. I'm not that guy. You guys know that. I don't believe in that. I believe in analytics greatly. I just wish I understood them more. That's me being as raw and open and honest as I can. I wish that I had a better understanding of them.
All right, one final check of traffic. We'll wrap things up here on a Throwback Thursday with Ben and Woods on 97.3 The Fan.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center. Injured? Demand justice. Demand Jurowitz. 855GetRoss.com. Here's Kelly Danick.
This game day traffic report is brought to you by Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water. Couple stall vehicles wrapping up our morning drive here, guys. Northbound 5 to 4 mile of cars away. This car is in the right lane and stall partially blocking the Telegraph Canyon Road off-ramp. Southbound 805. What makes Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water different? They always bottle their Alpine Spring Water less than 1.5 miles from the spring source. And all of their bottles are made with 50% recycled plastic from their own recycling plants. Crystal Geyser, bottled at the spring source. I'm Kelly Danick with Ben and Woods, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
Don't forget, we're giving you a chance to win with a guest. A trip to see Metallica at Sphere Las Vegas this October. Get hooked up with travel, a 3-night hotel stay, pair of tickets to both nights of the opening weekend of their Sphere residency thanks to Q Prime. All you have to do to enter is listen to us on the Odyssey app. Download the free app, create your account, favorite our station, and listen for an hour to get your daily entry, and then come back each day for another chance to win. For more info and to sign up for pre-sales beginning, well, they're already underway. You can go to Metallica.com. This is a national contest. One of my friends at Channel 10 bought his Metallica tickets. He was kind of watching because he said they were really expensive, and then he found ones that had come down a little bit.
Nice.
And bought a 4-pack, so he's going. Only one of the shows, not two.
Is he sitting behind a pole?
No, he said good spot inside. He thought it was a good spot. I think he's been there before.
Okay, so
he
knows.
Not a first timer.
All right. I saw Kyle Brandt, who does, he's a football commentator.
Playing music.
Network guy.
I saw that too.
He was, well, I saw him playing music. He was great, but I saw him go, I'd have a better shot at like finding a kidney than finding Metallica tickets. I'm like, bro, you just got to pay for it. Like they're out there. They're just a little bit pricey at times. I think that was probably if anybody wants to hook me up, Kyle Brandt from the NFL Network, I'd love to go see Metallica. It's very transparent. Wife and I heading down to Little Italy tonight. If anybody knows a good parking spot, preferably for free, maybe a restaurant with free wine and food.
Pretty hungry, but
I'm starving.
not looking to spend a lot.
Yeah, not looking to spend a lot of money. I mean, it's the oldest trick in the book, right? So maybe that's what he was trying to do, but they're out there if you want to go.
It's one you would never pull. And
What?
I don't
No.
pull just because I don't want to get the shame from you.
Oh, I'll kill you if you do. Yeah,
so
you
I
know
can't
that.
do it either. So.
I don't mind, use your network to ask questions and stuff. And like, hey, does anybody have a good idea of where to eat? Where's the best sushi and so, right? We're going to Chicago. What's the best restaurant right now, right? So that's normal. But yeah, Kyle Brandt but your buddy got tickets, no problem.
He did.
Yeah.
I was surprised because he was pretty hopeless a couple days ago.
Is he fired up?
He was looking, at 4 figures per ticket.
Yeah.
Who's going to pay for that? You get at least 2 people. That's a ton of money. And then he found some for just a few hundred, I think, and was able to get in.
I'm gonna tell everybody again.
Did he get? Because it's the Sphere, right?
Yeah.
So they're doing the 2 shows.
Yeah, he's not. He said I can't do both shows. I had to pick one or the other.
Okay.
So you only get to hear half.
I'm gonna tell
of
you
Metallica's
again,
songs.
dude. Listen, I know that. Look, concert tickets at the amphitheater here are through the roof now for anything.
Like I think I'm priced out of going to most concerts now.
They're just expensive. But what I will tell you is this: it's like you say to fantasy camp. It's an experience that you will never, ever, ever forget. And we've had a lot of great experiences, but when you go and like I told you, I spent a really good amount on it. I would have paid double, because it was that good. So if it's worth it to you and you're a huge Metallica fan, you got to go. I'm making no money off of that, by the way. Like that's just me telling you. I've been in the Sphere twice. It's incredible.
Keeping it real says Mason Miller coming into Inner Sandman would be epic. So other than Hell's Bells,
you can't do Inner Sandman.
Well, Rob Nen used to use that one.
He did
from the San Francisco Giants as his walk-in song.
That just seems so lame.
Yeah, well,
Mariano Rivera's song.
Helsley used Hell's Bells, and Hoffey gave him his blessing.
I thought it was lame, but I understand.
It also helped.
why.
It was
Smoke on the
Helsley.
water. It was Mariano who used Sandman. Yeah, that's right. You can't copy someone else's.
So when Helsley did it, we asked Hoffey about it. He's like, I what do I care? I'm not the closer anymore.
He's like, it's not my game anymore.
And his last name is Helsley, so it makes sense a little bit.
Yeah,
and it's it's obviously an
but
elite.
you kind of have to get your own. You want to have your own signature.
I think Ben
walk-in song.
I think about it 50 times a day. I think about what's Mason Miller's going to be and what would mine be. I think about it all the time. I'd change mine every week, I'm sure, till one stuck. Hey, enjoy the
thank you. Medical appointment
and
employee appreciation luncheon.
Yep, and
anchoring on Channel 10
and getting your makeup
and getting my makeup at the mall.
Enjoy.
All right, we will be back for the Friday edition of Ben and Woods tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Braden's coming up next for Paulie for Woods. I'm Ben Higgins. Have a great rest of your Thursday from all of us here at 97.3 The Fan. So long.